Allow the two
It's okay. It's okay. Off your mic. It's okay.
She
Off your mic.
Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk truth to power don off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go sama us, call them hate speech. But fear not, Maiyegun don't come. Him go torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun Politico, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. This one not the off in mind, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. And in the touchlight every corner, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai, them be promise us say we go get light and power. Nah. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Sure. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over Naira. See them talk say make we off mind, but thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun the Politico, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. This one not the off in mind, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that Maiyegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say MaiyegunDiary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Woman picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we no talk. But thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make you shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come. Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. MaiyegunDiary, Maiyegun number one. Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. MaiyegunDiary, Maiyegun ti dé o, ọ̀rẹ́ ara yìí.
Good morning to you, good afternoon to you, and good evening to you from wherever you are watching from. It is Maiyegun live.
Ṣé ń lọ ni Maiyegun já wa sí? MaiyegunDiary, Maiyegun number one. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. MaiyegunDiary, Maiyegun number one. Ó bá ṣe é.
Thank you so much for joining me once again today. And thanks for all the messages and the well wishes and all that, okay? All of una, dear Feniferes, thank you. But please read the caption of this broadcast. The description of the broadcast. Share it before we get down to business.
Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò. MaiyegunDiary, Maiyegun number one. Àní ẹ̀sùn rà kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rà kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn.
Ekiti kété o.
Lórí Facebook.
Kété Ekiti o.
Àní ẹ̀sùn rà kì í.
Ekiti ronú.
Lórí YouTube.
Akú ara fẹ́ra kù àwọn ọba méjì tí àwọn Fulani ajínigbé ajínipa tí wọ́n pa lẹ́kìtì o.
Yes, right. Ijó ìgbádìyẹ. And yes, right. Presido bá rúfin o. And yes, right. Gómìnà kówó jẹ. And yes, right.
So our people in Imojo, as well as our people right there in this other one, which is Elesun or Elesun.
Báwo ló ṣe lù?
Ẹ̀kú ara fẹ́ra kú.
Ayé sùnà. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn.
Please take your time, like I said. Read the caption, read the description, share the broadcast, like it. We are starting in a sec.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Motide. So, good morning to you once again. Good afternoon to you and good evening to you as well. From wherever you are watching from. It is Maiyegun and this is live. Thank you to every one of you who celebrated my 40th birthday with me. But unfortunately, just like there is no day that goes by, no day is spared, no day is sacred for the criminals and terrorists that are killing Nigerians. And like we have said, the survivors of yesterday are, they are the victims of today. Those who survive today are the potential victims of tomorrow. It is what Nigeria has become, and it is what they are trying to make us accept. Normally, I would have expected the Ronu Nazis, the Lagos Abobakus, the Oshogbo Alimajiris, the crumb eaters, the crumb chasers, the ass lickers, the all risers, the bat idiots, the bat starts. I was kind of expecting their rage, their reactions, hearing the news that a Fulani terrorist killed 2 kings in Yoruba land. I have not seen any single reaction from them. And that finally puts a very credible credence on our belief that all of those Ronu Nazis, all of those bigoted Omoales of Yoruba land, those who are defending Tifnumbu and then want to turn it, turned it into tribal war, ethnic war, all of those Omoales, they do not give a shit about Yoruba land. It is purely the Yoruba APC, Egbekegbe, that are trying to force Tifnumbu and his ideology as Yoruba ideology to force their hateful and hatred as Yoruba's hatred towards other people. But listen, they don't give a shit about Yoruba land. None of them does. The only thing that triggers them is if you start their usual ethnic and tribal Olympics. They are so there, shamelessly. 2 kings were slaughtered in broad daylight by Fulani terrorists in Yoruba land. Same day, 6 school children were kidnapped in another part of the same Ekiti. And I have not seen the rage of all these Ronukus. I haven't. They call their fellow Yorubas Omoale Yoruba because We know who Tifnumbu is. We know who he was. And we always know who he would always ever be. People living around Bodilon, where Tifnumbu is their landlord, when they had a chance of expressing how they feel towards him, they didn't vote for him. He was defeated in front of his house, at the back of his house. He was defeated and shamelessly defeated in the entire Lagos that he has held hostage. He was defeated everywhere. Then he was forced on you. And then you, Runukus, probably believes that the moment Tifnumbu become the president, then it will just open the vault and give you Alapama Shishe Agberos, give you free access to free money. Therefore, if everybody is crying, there must be people who don't love Tifnumbu. But you that love Tifnumbu, they will open a special market for you. And all of this will never touch or affect you. That's how dumb majority of you are. Now, a lot of you who are still pretty much trying to make us believe that the same Tifnumbu that the Yorubas rejected, but God still got rigged in, is right there. And whatever you do, you are doing it because of Yoruba people and Yoruba land. Now they have killed 2 kings, Fulani terrorists in Yoruba land. They have kidnapped school children. I told you that one of these days, as long as we continue to be part of this contraption, as they are kidnapping school children in northern Nigeria, it will soon become the regular thing as well in southern Nigeria. And they have done it. Ekiti government is now assuring the parents of the kidnapped school children that they are doing everything to get them back unharmed. So they have confirmed it. I have the video of the kidnapping. That is Yoruba land. And this is not something that should be new to a lot of you. So if you are so enraged about the Igbos taking over Yoruba land, how would you react if you hear that a group of armed terrorists, Igbo terrorists, they killed 2 Yoruba Obas? What would that make you, the Ronukus? What? In Yoruba land. So when we now talk about Yoruba Ronu, the Ronukus, Elebialakpamashishes, the Agberos, freeloaders who are now screaming, Ebin Pawao, Ebin Pawao. Do you get that? We thought you are going to give us food. You will give us money. And maybe all of this will never affect us. This is not what we expected. So I haven't seen that rage yet. Okay? But I am not surprised. There is so much you need to know. And it starts from tonight. Or should we say, continues tonight. But before we do that, I have this clip where Obi and his guys, they were with the families of, Naibas and Najibas, in the Kadarias or so in Abuja. You saw their story. Those ones who paid over 100 million naira as ransom to terrorists, and yet they still lost one of their daughters. Same thing to that of the Arios as well. I want us to go and start up there. Here.
I came to first have opportunity of condoling the family and then seeing the young ones that are still in hospital. Well, it's for all of us to sacrifice everything possible to see that this criminality is contained. It's not beginning to affect everybody. Can you imagine what it is for a father to lose her young daughter? Not just her, imagine Shade's family as well. 13 years old. So just imagine the trauma. Imagine what they're going through. So for me, we should do everything possible to ensure that this is contained and stopped. The security agencies and all of us are the same. We just have to, government and the people must work hard to stop this. That's where I am. It's a very sad situation. I don't even know how to start commenting because this is happening every day. I opened newspapers in this morning. It's that traditional rulers are kidnapped and killed in Ekiti. This one is happening in Anambra. This one is happening all over the place. We can't control.
All over the place. The situation of Nigeria now is that you could get kidnapped and get killed anywhere, including the Federal Capital Territory. You see the family of those Obi visited in Abuja, the Arios as well. They were from Ekiti too. And that was just last week when they finally got them back after paying ransom. Now in that same Ekiti, now let me now take you. The reason why I have to start the broadcast with calling on the Lagos Abobakus and the rest of them is because they say conscience is an open wound. Only truth can heal it. Before now, right, I knew these guys knew what they were doing. When Bokuwari and their gang, when they were moving the Fulani terrorists into the southern part of Nigeria, they ensured that everyone that raised alarm was tagged. People who are inciting Nigerians, those who are inciting tribal division, everyone who raised alarm. It became a very sensitive topic to talk about the movement of Fulani terrorists into southern Nigeria. If you go to Edo State, if you know what they are doing to the people of Edo State, all of these are underreported. Though. Kidnapping, killings every day. Add that with the problem of cultism as well. If you go deeper into the south, if you understand everyday killings that are not reported at all, you will be worried for Nigeria beyond just talk that you think this is. The African Wahala. Thank you so much for that. And thank you very much for the super chats too. God will help me bless you abundantly. It's a glowed, I mean, it's actually like a silver jubilee. Is it not silver jubilee? 40, no, I think 50 is silver. No, 50 is golden. So thanks to everyone, and thanks so much for your generosity too. Abba. Ayaba, my lady, Ayole. God bless you too. You work for you. Thank you very much. All right. God will indeed bless you. And thank you so much from wherever that came from. You know, It's like everybody is now kind of asking, be generous and all that. That's so kind. Seriously. Now, before now, if you spoke about this, especially if you are from the southern Nigeria, one of the reasons they didn't tell you why an Igbo man will never be president of Nigeria, a lot of you have joined them repeating that nonsense because the trauma that you are going through right now under Tifnumbu, the only way you have been managing your trauma is to keep telling yourself, Obi will never be president. You have no idea that the people that first saw the signal of this war that our people are currently dying from, they were the Igbos. And the prominent among them is your hack enemy, the one that if they ask you what exactly did this guy do to you, you can't say, you just don't like him. Nnamdi Kanu. And they didn't just raise the alarm. They ensured that they matched them propaganda for propaganda. Here you get, if not like outmatch them. The rest of us, they ensured that instead of you to kind of pay attention to this danger, you were in fact made to turn against whoever spoke about it. You see, some of us from the Yoruba land, they wanted us dead. They wanted Igboho dead. What did Igboho do? What exactly would you say Igboho do? They were killing us in Yoruba land, kidnapping our people, collecting ransom in Yoruba land. The Nigeria police, the Nigeria military, they've abandoned us. I mean, completely. Despite the fact that the vice president of Nigeria then was a Yoruba man. So if you said anything at all, coming from the Yorubas, talking about the Fulanis, knowing that the president is Fulani, that means you are trying to ruin their opportunities of succeeding a Fulani. So whatever happened to in Yoruba land, whatever terrorism perpetuated by the Fulani terrorists in Yoruba land, you must not call them Fulani terrorists. You must just say herdsmen. You cannot say Fulani herdsmen, Papa. You can't say that. Because according to them, you are trying to make the Fulanis believe that Yorubas don't like them. Do you understand? They played the game so well and the propaganda so well that our people are dying. I mean, they are killing our people. And the real Yorubas and all of them, yeah, were divided on how to react. Divided. Who send Igboho? We will send him. If they want to fight for Yoruba land, is it the type of Igboho that will be fighting for Yoruba land? Is it the Igboho that I will be following? They started fight. They ensured of that. It was like the division was so intentional, and the division was not done by Fulani. The division was done by Tifnumbu, who ensured that mentioning Fulani terrorists, mentioning them and their atrocities was in fact considered as incitement, hate speech. So if you try to fight them, they will bring back soldiers that will invade your communities, beat you up, arrest some of you, and even kill some of you. You that just survived the attack of Fulani terrorists. So in Yoruba land, Igboho was a threat, not to the Fulani terrorists. Igboho was a threat to Tifnumbu's becoming president. If you remember very well, this same Tifnumbu and his gang, for 16 years, then plus another 10 years, 26 years, they were shouting restructuring, state police, resource control and all of that nonsense until 2015. And people said, okay, the solution is they should create state police to protect all these forests from these terrorists. The intel is that there are over 1,800 illegal settlements of Fulani terrorists in the Yoruba region alone. I don't know other places. They've surrounded the entire Nigeria. So people now said, since the military abandoned them, police abandoned them, even when communities come together and arrest some of these guys and they hand them over to the police, right? The police will still arrest the people that arrested Fulani terrorists in Yoruba land. They arrested the OPC guys who came to defend the people of the people of Oyo North local government area, all those parts, Igongo and Co. When they arrested Fulani terrorists that committed that crime and the killings and other in that area, when they managed to capture them, they took them to Agodi in Ibadan. Do you know what happened? From Agodi, they arrested those OPC guys that they were non-state actors. Who gave them the right to go and arrest anybody? Are you serious? So, Igboho that then came out as independent citizens, like joke, all these Lagos Abobakus, they were calling Boko Haram to kill him. Shebi, he said he get juju, he has voodoo abi, the government just, they should kill him. What did Igboho do? Because Igboho was going after Fulani terrorists in Yoruba land. It wasn't the Fulanis that wanted Igboho dead. It was this Lagos Abobakus, Tinubu's kind of politics. They wanted him dead. They were laughing at those that were kidnapped in his house, including those that were killed. They were laughing at them. Not Fulani, not Hausa, not this, but Yorubas, this Lagos Abobakus, because they wanted the Fulanis to believe that all of us who are outspoken about the malady that has befallen Yoruba land, we are on our own. In fact, we are the minority. So they allowed Boko Haram to institutionalize that terrorism in Yoruba land. They finally settled all of their terrorist cells across Yoruba land. They have the capacity to start a surprise attack simultaneously across Yoruba land. Here you get. It doesn't mean that they will eventually win, no. But maybe when that happens, it will wake a lot of our people up. But guess the person who continue to try to shut us up from mentioning Fulani. How many of you remember when they killed Olakunrin, the daughter to Funke Olakunrin, the daughter to the supposed leader of Afenifere, Pafasoroti. Tinubu went there in Ondo State then, just so you understand the narrative they try to drive, so that Yorubas will not look bad to Fulanis that Tinubu was waiting to hand him over power. And he publicly said this after the daughter of a prominent Yoruba elder was killed by the Fulanis.
People are worried that these attackers are Are you not concerned about this?
Excuse me, I am extremely concerned about security. Okay? I don't want a stigma. I can go through history of kidnapping, and you are matured enough. We know how it started, where it all started. There are a lot of copycats. How many years ago have we faced insecurity in this country and cases of kidnapping? It's Evans who was arrested and the disclosure thereafter. A hatchman. I don't want to be political. I will ask you, where are the cows?
Did you remember that now? Where are the cows? So he was practically telling the media there, I don't want that. I don't want you to label them herdsmen or label this. So if you want to see herdsmen commit crime, you need to show me their cows. Say if Awolowo if he make that statement. All of you watching this video right now, Would Awolowo make such statement after such tragedy? For those of you who are older than us, who are very, very older than us, that now think we don't have respect, would Awolowo utter such statements as the leader of Yoruba land? Maybe that will explain why a lot of us will tell you, Tifnumbu that you know as the druggie, certificate forger, a kleptomaniac, a drug addict, and the rest of that, right? It does not represent anything Yoruba. A lot of you have seen the true Yorubas, haven't you? For those who have had encounters with the real Yorubas, that you will say, these are Yoruba Omoluabis, not Yoruba Jandukus. The likes of Tifnumbu belong to the Yoruba Jandukus. And others are saying, are you even sure he's a Yoruba man? That will be a story for another day to be repeated. He was asking us, where are the cows? And they make sure that they try to suppress that narrative. And that embolden the terrorist sympathizers from northern Nigeria to believe that if Tifnumbu and Co says nothing is happening, the likes of Maiyegun are just troublemaker. They should be arrested or killed. Now that gave them the clearance to kill anyone, including killing the Yoruba Nation campaigners in Lagos under this Tifnumbu. When they now said, it's so obvious now, this seems to be coordinated, attack today, attack tomorrow, and all of that stuff, right? We are going to start Amotekun. Guess the person who did everything to make sure that Amotekun never fly? Tifnumbu. Because immediately Yorubas came up with Amotekun, he got a call from Abuja that they were not happy with that idea of Amotekun. And in fact, it makes them feel like Yorubas want to have their own army. And that is not acceptable. And remember, we cannot trust the Yorubas with power if all these things are happening. And to God and man, Tifnumbu ensured that that scheme did not fly at the same time across Yoruba land. It didn't. Today, you will see Amotekun Oyo, you will see Amotekun Oshun. Those ones, you will see Amotekun Ondo. You will then see maybe partially Amotekun Ekiti. If you go to Ogun State, you wouldn't even know maybe Amotekun or they are just Amotekun. But you know what I'm trying to say? Like, if you go to Lagos, they don't exist at all. So there was nothing called, regional collaboration, security-wise, or sharing of security locally or intel like that. Because the report is going to say Tifnumbu is going to break Nigeria, and the Fulani is that condition. So now that Tifnumbu has managed successfully, criminally, make himself the president of Nigeria, who do you think we should now blame for Yoruba Obas becoming the Suya Sere for the Fulani terrorists? And you are not enraged. Now you want us to pray. Pray and pray. They are killing Yoruba kings, kidnapping them. When I was growing up, in my secondary school days, I was art student in Odogbolu Grammar School. And being an art student, we had a place called Ile Shembaye. Now, Ile Shembaye is like the museum for everything traditional about Yoruba traditional, artifacts. If you want to, if you want the replica of the crown of Ooni of Ife, Aláàfin of Ọ̀yọ́, Àkárìgbò Ìrẹ́mọ, Àwùjalẹ̀ Ìjẹ̀bú, Ataọjà Òṣogbo, Ṣọ̀ún Ògbómọ̀ṣọ́, and all of these obas from all over the places, Ewi Ekiti. We have all the replicas in our Ile Shembaye. We have the replica for the dressings for the chiefs. We have every segment of Ifa, the Ifa mẹ́rìndínlógún, the 6 Oduifa, the 16 Oduifa. Something that brings you closer to the Yoruba-ness in you. That was how I grew up. And for every symbol, for every artifact, came with some, respectable historical content just to guide us. We were children. We're being taught what being Yoruba truly meant. That was when I knew that a king was so powerful, so powerful, that you cannot even rob a king. Rob a king. Are you mad? A king can command you to bring back everything you have stolen from him. He's so powerful that all he has to do is to call on all the gods. As a kid, that was my belief. If you're doing all your nonsense, don't touch kings. I was so wrong. Or the society sort of lied to me from what is and what was. This is not the first time these Fulani attacks are taking place. It's just that you probably are hearing some of them happen simultaneously. Let me show you this scene. This, according to eyewitnesses, this was the spot where school children were also kidnapped. So they said these 3 kings were coming back from a meeting. Now, according to the report, they said they were coming back and they were like 3 of them, like I said. You had the first one, Onimojo of Imojo Ekiti, in Oye local government area of Ekiti. You have a lesson of Esun Ekiti, in Ajoni, Ikole local government area. The third one that managed to escape, that one is the Alara, the Alara of Ekiti, Alara Ekiti of Ara Ekiti. That one narrowly escaped. They said when they were on that road, the road they said was like when they were traveling on a Okeako, Okeako, around the Epao Ekiti. They were traveling on that road and the Fulani terrorists crossed the road and opened fire on them. So luckily, Alara managed to escape the shooting, but the other 2 kings, they were not so lucky. Then the Fulani terrorists now came out. They dragged their body, probably not really dead. So they dragged their body and they started dragging their bodies into the bush. Around that time, Alara and his own driver and all that, they could only watch from distance. But I think when they realized that they've been shot, it would be a waste of time to take them or kidnap them. They just left them to bleed to death. Yes. And that same day, like I said, school children, 6 of them, 3 of their teachers, the bus driver, they were also kidnapped at this spot. School children who were traveling to Ekporo, Ekiti, they were kidnapped at Emure, Ekiti. And that spot is, they were also traveling when the Fulani terrorists crossed the road again. And they took all the 6 children. Let me see, I think I have another video that is not so long, but it's a bit,
No,
káwọn ọmọ tẹ̀ wá gbọ́n àwọn pẹ́ẹ́sì wọn kọ́ bá wọn.
ọ̀kẹ́rẹ́ ọmọ kéèyàn ní ẹ̀chí
ẹni láti sọ̀rọ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ dáadáa wọ̀nyí tó.
wọ́n láyé nàìjíríà.
There is no security in our country.
Now, the government of Ekiti says they are waiting, they are trying to rescue them, but that's not true. They are probably arranging ransom. Okay? And they are trying their best, like, children. They've kidnapped children in Ekiti. They've kidnapped 6 children in Ekiti. The other time, I think it was last week, they kidnapped 4 women who were working in a factory, palm oil factory in Enugu. They have released them after they paid 2 million naira ransom. Poor women who are just like, doing their own little things, they went there and took them, and they made their families to part with 2 million naira ransom. You will say those are lucky, Abi. Now, in Ekiti, they are not so lucky. See the reactions of some of the people. Like, Tinubu.
Excellency. Ibi ni bàbá ìjókòó sí. Tó sọ pé ẹ máa tẹ APC, ẹ máa tẹ APC, ẹ máa tẹ APC. It's one in the town. Excellency, ó ti ṣẹlẹ̀ báyìí. Tá mọ̀ pé Ọlọ́run túṣìírí wọn. Àmín. Ṣé mọ̀ pé àwọn tó ti kú, wọ́n ti tún kú báyìí. Ẹ wo gbogbo àwọn ọba Ìkọ̀lé local government tán jókòó. Ìgbà tó bá ti pa àwọn ọba, kí ni ti àwa ìpẹ́? Excellency, àwọn bòróró wọn ò tiẹ̀ já gbádùn bí. Ìpakúpa náà pa àwọn èèyàn wá. Bọ́dẹ̀ mọ́ ká ṣe é ṣe fún yín lórúkọ Jésù o. Ẹ wá báyìí a dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín. Ẹ má fi wálẹ̀. Ọlọ́run ò ní fi yín lẹ̀. Ibi tí bá.
Just for those who don't understand Yoruba, you see that woman? That distraught woman, distressed woman or stressed woman. She was talking to the state governor who came to visit them, and she said, this spot, this was where this man, this Baba, this king they killed. This was where he sat, and he was telling all of us here to start voting for APC, to be thumbprinting for APC. This was where he sat. Now they've killed him. Those who are also in Ekole, they are mourning their own dead kings too. Dead king too. The Bororo, that's the Hausa Fulani, the Fulanis, said, the Bororos, they are not giving us peace of mind. They are killing us just anyhow as, however they feel. So if they can do this to kings, what will be our fate? Please, Governor, Excellency, please, save us. That was what that woman was saying from Ekiti. I'm coming back. Before I miss all of my generous friends and their super chat tonight, so I think I should quickly close and say thank you to all of you who have currently been so generous. That's so kind, and I'm so grateful. Please, if you are also willing to kind of be sort of generous towards me tonight and beyond, I will be happy if you can put it towards my fundraiser. Okay, it is, I can easily put that towards what I am about to do, but nevertheless, thank you to praise. Thank you to Rewin. Rewin is back today. Thank you very much. Right there. That's very kind of you. Thank you so much, Ma Oluremi Kilanko Gabi. God bless you. From where that came from. Also, Ma, Milady Oluremi Kilanko Ogabi. God bless you, Ma. And then I've got my friends there too, 23, 24. Thank you so much, all of you, and God will replenish you. Seriously, thank you so much. And I'm so sorry that, it's the norm. I have to be, look at it. Look at everyone. Grace Dupfall, thank you so much, Ma. God bless you, my lady. So here, just one more sec. I also have here Fum. Thank you so much there, lady, I believe. And God bless you. And thank you very much for those kind words too. Thank you. That's very kind. Let's see, what else do I have there? I've got Adeola Owoduni. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you so much. Then what else do I have? I've got Festus as well. Festus or Shifeso. Baba. Thank you. You're far too kind. All of you. Thank you so much. So who do I have there again? I also have another Abosede Kayode. God will bless you, as you are that generous and kind, every one of you. Okay, so let's proceed, because at this point, that was them. When we say elections have consequences, it is not because we want to mock anyone. That could be my father, even though my dad is dead, my mom is dead. But that could be anybody's relative. It could be anybody who is not even king. And it is what Nigeria has now become. The school children, and people were there, they were like, you can't pretend anymore, okay? And you cannot try to gaslight the people, okay? That they should, is it today that it is happening? Do they expect Tinubu to? No. That is something that will not be allowed. At least that will be resisted in Yoruba land. We are not going to be like the way the Fulani is managed, right? To gag the Hausas while they continue the systemic genocide up north. That will not happen in Yoruba land. So now that you are not afraid of getting the power, now you have the power. The people that thumbprinted for APC, they thumbprinted for their death, they thumbprinted for the terrorism that they are facing today. A lot of us who screamed and said, please don't. And I know that even despite the fact that a lot of you thumbprinted for Tinubu, it was not enough to make him president without the help of Yakubu. Now, a lot of people are now pretty much like, man, what is all this that we have now entered, for goodness sake? Baba, it is only 8 months. So, 2 days ago, the governor of Ekiti, Oyebanji, their new governor, installed by Fayemi, it was like, I think it was time for us to approach Mr. Tinubu to discuss the last time when we started Amotekun. The reason why they started Amotekun was to go after this armed Fulani terrorists. It is not to go after Fulanis. When we said the Fulani terrorists must vacate the forest of Yoruba land and the entire southern Nigeria, we did not say Fulanis must vacate the southern Nigeria, because why would you leave the city and you begin to encroach on people's lands in the forest, and before you know it, you are building camps and you are bringing more armed men, and the locals became your game, the people that you hunt, kidnap, or even kill. And you say because you are Fulani, so asking you to leave those places and leave our forest, or take whatever is coming to you, how could that then suddenly turn to they are just they are creating enmity in Nigeria? If you are not a terrorist sympathizer, Baba, odin the 8 years, 8 solid years that I've been speaking non-stop, and I've not minced words for those 8 years on this MaiyegunsDiary Politico. Here you get, because you see those that will try and gaslight us to try and make us feel like asking terrorists to leave our forests, asking terrorists to stop invading our farms and killing our people on their farms, if you are not a terrorist sympathizer, you will join us. I've made so many examples. I've given so many examples here. That apart from the fact that they are using gaslighting, blackmail, and all of that to try to gag people from saying it exactly how it is, apart from them using, what do you call it? Their propaganda too, because they always have another propaganda to say, you know, if you take all of that out, you will realize that it doesn't make any sense. Whatever it is they offered as solution, they don't make any sense. Terrorists moved from somewhere to somewhere. They must be treated as criminals, as terrorists. I once asked, I said, how would you feel if we have some harmed Igbos, Igbos who believe that they were supposed to own some part of northern Nigeria, and they are harmed. And right now, let's say it's not Fulani. Let's turn it around and say all of these people who are kidnapping us, those who are collecting ransom in northern Nigeria, in southern Nigeria, and the rest of them, let's say they are Yorubas. And you are a non-Yoruba. What would be your reaction that some Yorubas armed, they are somewhere in Sokoto, they are kidnapping some people, and they are killing others because they want to take over their land? You as a Yoruba man, Gonself, how would you feel? Would you now begin to say, and so what? You just ate Yoruba? Every time, Yoruba, you say, but Yorubas are killing people in Sokoto. Now, can't you see all these things they are doing? And then your defense is to say, everybody saying it is because they hate Yoruba. If you are not a terrorist apologist, even if you are a Yoruba, you will stand up and you will voice out, because when they finish with killing the Hausas, you that are Yorubas will be next. And that's the same thing here. Nigeria tried to use propaganda and gaslight to make us not to call the names of the terrorists, the ethnic or the tribe that is killing Nigerians. The tribes that are killing Nigerians. Fulani jihadists. They said we shouldn't mention their name. They threatened us. They tried to make so many laws so that we can just call them criminals. They wanted us to believe that those who are cutting off our heads, those who are kidnapping and raping our women, children, selling them off as slaves, they just want us to believe that there could be any random people. They could be Yoruba, they could be Igbo, they could be this or that. So we refused. We refused to accept that it could be anybody. Listen, if you arrest people that they say they are armed robbers or kidnappers, the moment you arrest them and they say, these are the people we have arrested, and those they kidnapped say, these are the people who kidnapped us, these are the people who collected ransom from us. Around that time, if they are Igbos, you will mention them, we will see them as Igbos. When you arrest a Fulani terrorist, when you arrest a Yoruba terrorist, you will present them. But in Nigeria, there is no Igbo terrorist. There is no Yoruba terrorist. But Fulani terrorist is everywhere. You have no idea what they want. You have no idea what they are fighting for. In Yoruba land that doesn't share any border with northern Nigeria, they are killing us and kidnapping us. Igbo land that doesn't have any border to share with Sharia North, they are kidnapping and killing people there, even up to this morning. But when you ask, what do they want? Okay, all Fulani terrorists vacate the southern Nigeria. Then you will begin to see the Fulani terrorist apologists on social media. Now it is because you just hate Fulani. Now there is no Fulani man there. Fulani are still killing us. A Yoruba man is now there. And I don't think there is a Fulani is afraid of anymore. So who should we now call? Or we should just pretend that it is not happening, like the Lagos Abobakus? Or it is because this Maiyegun doesn't like Tifnumbu. What is there to like about Tifnumbu? What is actually there? That you could be next is something to like about Tifnumbu? Where is Tifnumbu as we speak? He is in France on a private visit, where Atifu's spokesman is also there consulting and all that. Give me 1 second though. I think I have raining sort of different currencies right now in the super chat. So before they all pile up and all that, let me quickly go and say thank you to the ones I can, I can easily pick right now. Sorry guys, it can be a little bit of like delay, but it's my birthday, So here I have Coco B. Thank you very much for that. And then I also have who's this? 1 sec. Sukejo. Thank you so much, Baba. I appreciate that. God bless you. And I also have a John Esky. Okay. So John Esky. Bless you, Baba. I appreciate that. Then I've got my regular E82. Tinubu was silent when Buhari was in charge. When Fulani massacred people, nothing would change. People must fight back. Stage 4 cancer, Nigeria has failed. Free Mazil Nnamdi Kanu. All hail Biafra and Odudua. God bless you, bro. And thank you so much for the, for that. I have John Esky again, who came back to say hello again. So yes, we are not seeing the rage. And maybe they just have no idea of how to react. And as we speak, they have no idea what is going on with those 6 children. I mean, as we are watching this, maybe while we are watching this broadcast, you are going to have get the news that they have been freed. But Fulani kings, Fulani killed Yorubas in Yoruba land. I have seen some of these people from Ekiti already protesting and all of that. And I hope we will be able to keep it up. Amotekun needed to be harmed. More and more young people needed to be recruited and trained. Now, if anybody tells you that you should go and pray and don't listen to people criticizing Tinubu, there's nothing Tinubu can do about it, I will advise you for the opting time, if you have them as family members or friends that are still giving excuses for Tinubu or APC, while our people bleed from the bullets of the terrorists, that seems to be like forever untouchable, you should move away from such people. If you have them as family members, even though you are related by blood, let it just be that blood. Nothing more, nothing less. Such people can watch you get destroyed and ruined. People with such mindset to be able to stand anywhere and lie to people. Lie to people for APC. Anybody who have the audacity to go to anywhere and lie for APC, they are more dangerous. They are like people who can kill you and make you feel like it never happened. And you see this advice, they don't really come all the time. Events like this are just a reminder to understand either the stupidity of those who continue to legitimize this illegitimacy despite the deadly consequences that have been trailing it. It's either their stupidity or their inborn wickedness. You don't deserve to be around such people. They do not deserve to have you around. And I am happy that a lot of people are beginning to learn how to keep malice now. So maybe I should repeat this. Whatever you have suffered under Buhari that you can remember and the ones you have forgotten, the pains that you went through under Buhari that you can remember or the ones that you have forgotten, I am asking you to remember this, okay? What you are going to suffer under Tinubu, whatever you saw under Buhari, it will be like, man, just a preamble. Abi peripheral. This guy has no single plan of anything. You see, all of the guys that they told you that he was going to appoint technocrats, he was going to appoint some brainy this or that. These are yes men. These are political jobbers that are going to dress to the occasion. 1 second, though. I think I had a frozen screen right there. However, I think we are cool. Please let me know if my audio is acting up. I would have expected the supposed elderly people in Yoruba land and supposed elder statesmen across Nigeria, the ones that did everything to keep this contraption together, for somebody like Tinubu to rob it and rig it and then capture it. And they are watching right now because it is about to implode. Ladies and gentlemen, economy in Nigeria is gone. There will be more people that will fall into poverty. There will be more of you that are going to go into crime. And there are many of you that are going to become victims of different crimes. Kidnapping is now close to home than you can even imagine it. You don't even need to travel. You don't need to leave your home anymore before you can become a victim of a mass kidnapping. The security system in Nigeria have completely collapsed. Nigeria security and their agents and the rest of them, they are not different from private security bodies anymore, providing security for your high and mighty. You are on your own. Now, a country that is descending so fast like that, you will think those who said they bled for Nigeria. I bled for Nigeria. I will never allow Nigeria to break up. In my lifetime, the unity of Nigeria is non-negotiable and all that nonsense that they always tell themselves. People will no fight war. There is, see, all Nigerian generals. That's one of the other dubious thing. Listen to me, all you, ye, the young ones, because me, I don't leave the club now. Here you get the club of young people. Very soon now go they remind me that sorry, what are you doing here? And I'll be like, I'm here for the youth meeting. I say, sorry, sir, we mean the youth. We don't mean people like you, sir. I say, I'm only 41. That's what I mean, sir. But you are not supposed to be here, sir. People are going to be telling me that soon now. And say, please, just observe, please, and all of that. Meanwhile, thank you. Make I tell you, I've seen that a lot of people are trying to send gift to me on Cash App. My Cash App doesn't work anymore, so don't. So if you are comfortable just to keep it anonymous and all that, you can do so via the PayPal, okay? And the PayPal link is on the screen. You can even type it out yourself, and you type it into the browser and use it, and get it through. Now, also, let me quickly say thank you again to this fellow, because it seems to be everything just kept coming at me faster than what have you. So thank you very much. So I've got Betty Groff. Thank you so much there. Betty, God bless you. I also have here Shakira Hajia. Shakira Said Equonu. God bless you, ma'am. I appreciate that. I also have here as well Unwa Ada Biafra. My lady, thank you very much. For that. I've got Igbalode. Thank you so much, sir. Or ma'am, because it's like unisex, I would say. Thank you so much. So also, I think I also have here Chike, my brother. Chike, my man. Thank you so much, Chike. That's that's you. And thank you very much, and for the super chat as well. God bless you. I think I'm gonna be thank you like 1 million times in this broadcast. But it is my birthday, and I also have your meter too, my man. So, Totu, thank you, sir. God bless you. Appreciate that, okay? Economy is gone. And the reason why you can know that Nigeria economy is gone, and Tinubu he has no plan. I remember one video, let me see if I still have it, when Tinubu was supposedly to be telling his audience, I don't understand what he's talking about, but a lot of you will remember this clip. Where is it? Yeah.
If we lend ourselves to innovation, we can create wonders. Here is a successful again, a town hall, different from Blue Bulaba. If we lend ourselves to innovation, we can create wonders. Here is a successful again, a town hall, different from Blue Bulaba.
That's the video they told you. They said that it was edited or doctored or nursed. Now the man where they talk nonsense that you now expect to come and bring back to, to come and grow your agro business, to come and grow your, what do you call it? Your other businesses like that, or even make you start businesses, or even create jobs for you. Somebody will be saying a jargon, saying they talk. But you are telling yourself, it's going to hire smart people, it's going to hire intelligent this, intelligent that. Intelligent won't choke all of you now. 8 months after that, Loju aye in your life, when you are still alive, you are not dead, deal. In 8 months, Tinubu said he introduced new monetary policy. Abeti Bagbe. Or you did not celebrate it when Tinubu said he appointed Cardoso. Cardoso also came to announce some new monetary policies. Where is those policy now? What a buy in Nigeria jail. What a tap pow bibanga. And I'm not kidding. Because as we speak right now, Nigeria Naira to dollar is over 1,500 Naira. Nigeria Naira to pound sterling is now over 1,800 Naira. Naira ti what the useless tissue paper in your pocket. The last time I said, somebody was sending me a message to say, Maiyegun, have you seen, have you seen what how Nigeria has happened to Nigeria professors? Just like the people of Ekiti that are currently probably asking themselves, we thought if a Yoruba man gets there, at least we'll be safer. We believe that if a Yoruba man is there, it will never be as worse as Bukwari. This Yoruba man in 8 months, he has destroyed their lives even further than they ever imagined. This time around, it has come to a stage whereby they don't even own their lives anymore. It could be taken away from them. And you know what I mean? And all of that. That person said, Maiyegun, you said elections have consequences. I said, yes. I read it somewhere. I actually read about that somewhere. And it never left my head. Years ago. In fact, it wasn't elections have consequences. Now we can't put election inside them. The real statement, the real phrase is that actions have consequences. Do you understand? Actions have consequences. Good or bad, there will be consequences for everybody's action. And that is why if you want to live a life that is less, less troubling. All right? When you make any decision or you take any action, before you take any action or make any decision, try and create two scenarios. The first scenario, the intention of why you want to act is to achieve something, right? If I want to do something right now, it's to achieve something. Sure, you get. Now, what will happen if things goes wrong? In a way, you can act out the two scenarios so that when you now make that, when you take that decision or you make that action or take that action, if it goes well, oh, genius, smart guy. If it goes the other way, you can minimize your disappointment, because even though you don't want it, but if you are already prepared for it. That's how I run my life. And it doesn't mean that I still don't have all this wahala here and there that I'm trying to manage, but it kind of gives me a bit of a control, where you know that actions have consequences. So that when you make any decision, all of that, and it comes back and it boomerangs, you don't start shouting, "My enemies are at work." You say, "Maiyegun, kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? What happened?" I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It just happened. Baba, you know. You do know. Think. Think again. Yeah, think. You know. You just don't want to accept it, like, because it wasn't something you were prepared for. You prepared for. When they were shouting Yoruba lokan, somebody will be saying, "Instead, Emi lokan." The Oponus, they decided to change it to, he said, Yoruba lokan. No, he didn't say that. He said, Emi lokan. I have been serving all these people. I have been making them whatever they wanted to become, including Buhari. Buhari wanted to be president, but he did the first one. Olule, Oshekini, Olule, Oshekeji, Olule, Osheketa, Olule. Ó dẹ̀ sọkún lórí tẹlifíṣàn pé ó lóun ò ní ṣerú ẹ̀ mọ́, òun tún dánrú ẹ̀ wò mọ́. Mo ní kó má worry, I help ẹ. That's what he said in Abeokuta. But you see the Lagos Abobakus, the Agberos, the Aslikas, they turned it into Yoruba lokan. Emi lokan. Tó bá dẹ̀ ti kan lẹ Yorùbá, Emi lokan. And they turned it. I said, no, he's talking about himself, saying, you know? You they call me, you they abuse me that time. You they tell me, say, I will regret, I will cry, I will do this, I will do that. Now, Tifnumbu is your president. You are now asking yourself, why are you doing this to the Yorubas? Yorubas are not supposed. We voted. Come on, man, you did. What were you expecting? This is exactly what we told you will happen. That's why they said elections have consequences, even though people don't deserve to be treated that way. At the same time, when you reinforce failure, when you reward criminals, you are telling them what they did before you renewed your Shege was not enough. They could do more. And yes, more they will do. And more they are doing right now. Where is Tifnumbu? Where? Everyone is looking for him. He is in France, where people are now going there. People are flying from Nigeria to go and visit him so that they will take pictures with him. And they can tell all of you, if you know how Tifnumbu love you. When I met with Tifnumbu yesterday, he was just so not happy. All these things going on in Nigeria, Tifnumbu is not happy. But I told him that he said Tinubu told me that he will do everything to make sure that all these bad things going on, they will not go, they will not happen again. Another weary that is there to probably just show to you how useless Tinubu is to you. Oh, Mokoto, useless, something that is not useful, is of no value, is of nothing. Others said it is your nemesis. Nemesis.
And we are competing with armed robbers and the bandits to recruit from the youths who are unemployed. 33% unemployed. Recruit 50 million youths into the army and the other thing. Take away from their recruitment source. What they will eat? Cassava, agbado, corn, and the morning, yam in the afternoon. It's growing here. You create demand and consumption. For over 5 million army of boot camps. We create our food. That's money for the farmers. That's consumption for the soldiers and skill development. Don't call them my illiterate. Don't talk about illiteracy. Anybody who can own gun, who can handle gun, who can cock gun and clean the chamber and cock and shoot is technically competent to repair a tractor in the farm.
That is the man that you are expecting to come and fix your insecurity. They do not need his body. They only need his brain. Now he has appointed 48 thieves. And the 48 thieves combined, as well as the extras that were appointed inside the central bank, at the end of the day, but where is Tinubu? Where is your president? Your president is now a picture. Photo. Your president, as you are dying every day, as you are being kidnapped every day, your president is photo. Photo.
Tiagasa, they tiagasa. He fell, he fainted, he passed out. He passed out. 70 years old man. But when their people came.
So where is your president? The economic policy of Cardoso is going to kick Nigeria Naira to over 2,000 Naira to $1. And the moment Nigeria Naira crosses 2,000 Naira to $1, I will remind you, please write it down. Remember, they denied it when the memo got leaked, that they were planning to do a redenomination of Nigeria Naira, like that of Ghana. Remove 10. Here you get, so that it won't be like Zimbabwe, where they would have to print 5,000 Naira notes, 10,000 Naira notes, 20,000 Naira notes, and 50,000 Naira notes. Because the exchange rate will become so bad the inflation is going to be the hyperinflation it's going to become so strangleholding. And you see all these voodoo economists, these guy men, these hustlers in suits and barbariga that are going to feast on Nigeria like say them be pandemic. By the time they are done, they will have two options. They have already done one. The official unemployment statistic in Nigeria is that 70% of Nigerians are unemployed. 70%. No, they don't have any real thing they can say this is their job. About 20-something percent have underemployment that they call employment. Those who are working and their take-home pay cannot take them home. Do you know there are people who are earning 15,000 naira a month in Nigeria? Yes. Have you met the POS operator before? Have you ever asked them how much is their salary? There are some of them that are being paid 10,000 naira a month. 10,000 naira a month, yeah? Inside that same Nigeria. And they get up every morning to say they are going to work. But when Tinubu and gang came in, you know what they did? They said the arithmetic, the style that they were using to understand those who have job and who have no job is wrong. That they did not put carpenters, they did not put shoemakers, they did not put pure water sellers, they did not put them because all those things are jobs too because they earn money. So therefore, when they put all of them, now only 4.5% Nigerians don't have job. Tinubunomic. And all of them we go school, educated. You are there, helping them to explain to the ones who no go school, telling them that it's a good idea. It's a very good idea. I like that policy. Say it's a very good idea and policy. And the rest of that. Anyway, it has now gotten to a stage whereby the economic policy of Tinubu, they have told us the way it's going right now. They may try to slow it down. The only way they can slow it down is for them to go and borrow money. Dollars. Anybody that can give them dollars now, they will now use that dollar, okay, for some time to begin to give cheap exchange rates to themselves. This is where the greed is, to themselves. Now, the amount of dollars they can access is what will determine how soon Naira to dollar is going to cross. So I told you to write it down, okay? They have two options. The first one, they would decimate Naira. Here you get. You see that your 10 Naira, they will cancel it. There will be no more 10 Naira, okay? 20 Naira, 5 Naira, gone. You will never see them again, okay? What you have is 1 Naira, 2 Naira, and 5 Naira, maybe coins. Sure you get. Then the next you are going to get is going to be, let's say, 20 Naira too, maybe coins. 50 Naira will be coins. So 100 Naira, it will start from, you know that one that is 100 Naira? They will remove 1 0. 10 Naira, they will remove 1 0. That will become 1 Naira. 20 Naira, they will remove 1 0. That will become 2 Naira coins. 50 Naira, they will remove 1 0. That will become 5 Naira. But that 5 Naira is your 50 Naira. So it's just that 50 Naira is just like fake life. The value of your 50 Naira is 5 Naira. Do you understand? Most of the things you buy with 50 Naira today, they were like about 10 Naira before these criminals came in, or maybe 5 Naira. So what they will do in order to save themselves, like they have reduced, falsify all the normal numbers, what they will do is that once they remove 0, from 10 naira, that will become 1 naira. 0 from 20 naira, it will become 2 naira. 0 from 50 naira, it will become 5 naira. So that means they will be your smallest money. Your 100 naira will now become 10 naira. Your 200 naira will now become 20 naira. Your 500 naira will now become 50 naira. Then they will now print another 100 naira. You see that 1,000 naira will now become 100 naira. So you now have 10 naira, 20 naira, 50 naira, 100 naira, which will be the reduction from 1,000 naira, 500 naira, 200 naira, 100 naira. Here you get. Now they will now introduce new banknotes, okay, which will then be like the new maybe 1,000, 2,000. That's okay. In fact, don't mix them up. So with that, they can say, if you now want to exchange $1, for example, so instead of exchanging $1 for 1,000, for 5,000 naira to $1, it will just be like 50 naira to $1 or something like that. Here you get, they would have reduced 1 or 2 zeros. So you won't feel embarrassed. You'll just be like, should be $1 is now 50 naira. Not knowing that now your 5,000 naira, they reduced to 50 naira. I'm just kind of saying. It will be so bad that I want some of you to begin to go and read about Venezuela. And if you have enough time, you should go and read about Somalia. You have been hearing about all this comparison for a while. I think it is time for Nigerians to begin to read about those places. So you can then begin to imagine the world and the future that APC, Egbekegbe, has for you and your children. Now, it's going to now be up to you if you are going to actually leave it or take it. Terrorism that you are seeing today, they are still like warm up to what is still going to be unleashed on us. And I cannot describe it without sounding like I'm trying to frighten you. But if there is insecurity whereby Fulani will share no border with Yorubas, will travel from the Sahel, futa jalon, futa gallon, futa sorrow, ati futa sadness, and they trekked down to Ekiti, and they killed 2 kings. They have killed kings in Ondo. They have killed kings in Ekiti. They have kidnapped their kings in all these places. Yoruba kings, Obalade, Ogbeade wonu Igbo, kon shoot Oriade, like say Oriade na just common person. And all of you who are true born Yorubas, your blood is not boiling right now. Because if your blood should mistakenly boil, you will be calling for the head of Tifnumbu. And that will be asking for too much for honorary slave or for a voluntary slave, like many of you that will stir up tribal, ethnic, and other other hatred, all because you believe anybody that came for Tifnumbu is coming for Yoruba, which is not true. Now, Fulani they have killed Yorubas, Yoruba Obas. They have kidnapped Yoruba children. And I think a lot of you are drafting now, you are going to beg Tifnumbu. To beg him to what? To please do something like he did in Ibadan. For those whose properties were destroyed and those lives ruined in Ibadan, they will be left on their own. Sheyi Makinde may probably write them some check. But if you think Nigeria will say, oh yeah, no. They will remind you, you won't be the first. Other places are also kind of facing it. She Sir Oma ni Mr. Taiwo or Mrs. Taiwo. I'm not sure, or you are the Taiwo. So I'm just going to say, Brethren Taiwo, thank you so much there, Ma, sir, for that, your super chat as well. Indeed, though, it is like the African Wahala just called everybody out. Just called everybody out tonight. Like, be generous to Maiyegun. It's like a dog whistle, and everyone has been like painting my YouTube comment section with different colors, and it's so glorious to see, by the way. Right? So thank you so much to all of you who always kind of make me feel good on time in times like this. Okay, thanks a lot. I've got the preacher says son. Oh, Badura. Happy strong day to you, brethren. Thank you. Thank you for holding forth. May the ancestors guide and protect you and yours. Ashe Dumare. God bless you. Thank you so much. The preacher's son. I kind of like that. Yeah, it's got Baba Omo Yadura. Omo Baba Dura. Oh, Adura Funara. Thank you so much. Yeah, Lady Beatrice. I have seen your hands. Thank you so much. You finally figured it out, I would say. Thank you so much, ma. And God bless you. So now I do have another one from Unwokike Emmanuel. So kind of you too. Thanks so much. And thank you so much, everyone who's been part of this set tonight as well. I mean, you did the same thing for me last year, and I won't forget. It was one of those memorable days too. Like, say, okay, I was 39, and my fans were just like so generous towards me, and I won't forget. And you are doing the same tonight, and I'm so grateful. Like every night, okay? So yes, Nigeria Naira, from the man that they said was an accountant from Deloitte, accountant from Mobile, Tifnumbu, the Lagos builder. I don't think they said a lot about that anymore, that he built Lagos, Do you still see people who say that to you? That Tifnumbu built Lagos? Because right now, everybody is coming clean. They are coming out of their ghettos, their shanties. They are coming out from their mega shitty, because hunger is nobody's mate. And I was asking someone, I was like, what were you expecting when you are shouting the Miloko at the time? What were you expecting? You were expecting to get a special treatment, something different from others, so that you can watch others get killed, kidnapped, their businesses destroyed, demolished. And then you can laugh at them and remind them that you are immune from all of this. Or what were you thinking? All of us are now in it. And it is easier to give a madman cutlass. Do you know that? You can give a madman cutlass, but to collect the cutlass back from the madman, okumasu. And that is what we are now witnessing. You know that? Tifnumbu, that a lot of you encourage, Tifnumbu did not win any election anywhere. Anyone who actually, communicated with people, interacted with them, answered their questions in an election, they will still have some modicum of humanity in them, something to remember. Tifnumbu did not have any real interaction with anybody. You saw all of that. They put together a basement campaign strategy for him. Basement campaign strategy. He won't speak to the press except the ones that they cook together. The one that he will never speak live on TV except if it is recorded and edited. He will never speak in any gathering. If you invite him to any occasion, he won't come there except the occasion and the gathering they organize. And is already teleguided and scripted, where he's going to feel like a king, where they are going to continue to clap for him, even when he's talking nonsense. I told you. So here we are. Everybody can run a tasketa. So even Jackpa right now is like a third dream. I was talking to my friend who has been trying enough to leave Nigeria to Jackpa and leave that place. And I encourage him to, because he's somebody who has so much in him. He has so much. When you have somebody who is like, if to say now you be American now, I for just be reading about you like I'm reading Zuckerberg. I am reading about all this, that's my friend. But he's in Nigeria. He's done everything that he could do. He's been robbed many times. My friend sat down and designed some, some payment system or some local systems, different things he designed.
He will draw out a prototype and all of that, and he will send it to China for them to design them for him. He was always like, I could do this, I could do that, and all of that. But the moment he gets somewhere, it's either they snatch the idea and ghost him. And it will come to me. Man, I hope you can. I mean, I wish you can help me talk about it. I can't. Don't let me see. I may be Maiyegun that talks about a lot of things. And because I talk about a lot of things and the people that are behind all the horrible things, that never gave me a chance to have friends among them. They don't want to be my friend. Some of them like me, they admire me and all of that, but they don't want to be my friend. Because to them, why would you be Maiyegun's friend? Somebody that cannot keep any shady, criminal deal like that, it will just expose you. So I don't want to be his friend. They don't want to be my friend. And they don't want to do me any favor. So I don't also go to anybody for favor. Do you get that? So if they cheat you, mine is to tell others what has happened to you. If you need a lawyer, I can ask my people to put money together and get you a lawyer. So in the lawless country, find the lawyers that understand them, face them and see what they can do to you. But hello, Maiyegun, I want us to help us. I cannot call anybody. They don't like me. They don't like me that much because I don't like them too. So this my friend want to go to Canada and they wanted to take so much money from him. He was going to give them the money. However, UK, Canada, all these places, they don't want to see Nigerians like that anymore. They love the money that they are taking from us. At the same time, elections are happening in all these places in 2024, 2025. And our immigrants, they go take do politics. So to make it harder, they increase their money. So me and my friends were talking. I was like, why don't you let me give you an invite? I could actually invite you, come to the UK, and that should be normal. Is my very good friend, okay? And in all my application in the Home Office, I've always kind of filed his name. Do you know anybody in Nigeria? Yes, I know somebody. I know this. Who are they to you? This one is my friend. This one is my sister. That one is my brother. That one is my friend. That one is, I never told those people, you know what I mean? But what I'm trying to say here is that those who believe that they could japa out of Nigeria, the economic policy of Tinubu has trapped majority of you. You are going nowhere. I swear. They don't have to touch you. They don't have to say, don't go anywhere. But a lot of you have seen what inflation has done to you. Some of you are saving money. And the moment you are trying to go and touch it, it don't change again. Naira and dollar don't change. The moment you want to try and tell that, you can't. And that is how they will frustrate you until you realize that you are going nowhere. And around that time, instead of giving up, and turn yourself to the internet keypad warrior, asking people from those who have escaped from the hellhole, those who have the capacity to put the resources to support you, so that you too can break yourselves from the shackle hold of those criminals. You're asking them to come back home so that they could come and join you in the contraption. So everybody will continue to wallow in that abject, unfortunateness. Come on, that's not smart. These criminals will make sure that a lot of you and your dream of a japa will be dead on arrival. Now, person will get money, they japa. And as the inflation is biting, the more money you are holding, the less value they have. I'm serious. If professors that are rigging elections for politicians in Nigeria, if right before their very eyes, they are reaping the consequences of their own actions. If you are a professor or if you are a lecturer in the university done, you are supposed to be intelligent people, but you are not. A lot of them are not intelligent. A lot of you are criminals. Because of your greed and selfishness, you did this to yourselves. 8 years ago. 1 second, though. Let me say thank you to my people. Good luck, Lassie. Thank you so much, Baba, from Canada. Thank you very much for your super chat. I have a lot of my people here in the UK. Vincent Udeze, God bless you right there for your generosity. When you see the pounds, I understand that. Ray West, Baba, you are the only one I kind of don't understand that currency. Because the currency is so huge. 5,000 W, 3,000 W. And I'm like, currency will Baba. look fancy, gone your ball. When I see pounds and dollars, I could easily tell where it's coming from, and I'm so grateful to everyone. And everyone can actually use the super chat. It's right there in the comment section. You will see that dollar sign. You see that dollar sign. If you tap it, it will ask you if you want to give me $1 or $2 or just 99 cents on that one. I'm just saying, just for those who are asking in the comments as well, how do you do this? How can I do this? It's not that tough in a way. And thank you so much once again. Meanwhile, like I was saying, the economic ruins that Tinubu represents and what these guys are still going to do, if you have a chance of seeing through it, you can see front and be like, oh, that's what will happen. And it is not like somebody is, I'm not wishing you anything bad, though. I've got my own family there too. I have my own family there. So when you have lecturers, university done, that are rigging election for criminals, school dropouts. You know, if you are a lecturer or university done, you are supposed to be somebody who is so intelligent, so like, I mean, you are an academician, you are supposed to be somebody, you are not supposed to be somebody that is so moved by material things, because what you carry, the grace that you carry, that you are supposed to be impacting on the citizens, the young ones, to go and change the world, change the society. Because when they change the society, it is that society you are also going to live in. It is that society that is going to take care of your health. It is that society that will pay your pension. So if you are somebody who is a lecturer or a professor in university, and you are so greedy that you allow the criminals to rig election, and you are the one falsifying the result for them, falsifying the fake results. They came to power. Their actions, they devalued money. They devalued the economy. Right there, you are still professor. You are about to retire. Your salary in 2015, if you exchange it, it was over 2,600 pounds, nearly, $2,700. That was the average salary of a professor in Nigeria 8 years ago. 420,000 naira 8 years ago. But when the university lecturers, university professors, primary school teachers working for INEC, when they started rigging the election because they were giving them 10,000, 100,000, 200,000 to falsify results, the economy tumbled. Today, the salary of the professor in Nigeria, when you change it to the exchange rate today, the salary of the professor in Nigeria is just about $300. It is still 400,000 though that they are paying them in Naira. But the value of that 400,000 8 years ago was over $2,700. The value of that 420,000 naira salary today is less than $300. And the professor is not guaranteed of collecting or getting paid his pension. He is still going to come out later to queue and beg for his pension. So if you don't understand any textbook definition of bad governance and the immediate gratification that a lot of you believe that it makes you smart, in the long run, everybody will end up in the poverty basket created by these rogues and criminals. So maybe you should think about that. All of you who believe that Emiloko was for the interest of the Yorubas, who should we now call to come and keep us safe? When is Tinubu's government or whatever will allow the Amotekun to get access to the proper weapons to protect us? When would the real security funding go to those who really want to fight terrorism and not those who want to milk and take their own turn, because it's their own turn to make much money from the same military? I mean, like when? I am not kind of trying to tell you that I'll ask too much and say maybe they will do anything. I'm just kind of rhetorically asking, say, listen, a Yoruba man is the president of Nigeria, Ekiti people who have been under attack since 2015 when Bokwari became president of Nigeria. 8 years after that, they just lost 2 of their kings to the Fulani terrorists. and 6 of their children, 2 school teachers, and a driver, they've lost them in a single day to Fulani terrorists. Who should we call? God. So, economy is bad, security is bad, and we can't find Kolu. But if you want to see the World War III, go and wait for these guys when they will be, for this, you may wake up tomorrow just to cover up this Ekiti so that Yorubas will not begin to, me, and they make you ask questions now. A lot of you are seated there, you supported Tinubu, but today, openly, you cannot say it. But you are seated there, you are asking yourself like, oh man, real fuck up, man. This is not what we expected. You were expecting something from Tinubu Abi, and now you are thinking you may wake up tomorrow morning and from nowhere you see this Lagos Abobakus, Oshogbo Alimajiris, this bad study, the bad idiot, they will wake up tomorrow and cook up something that they will now trigger Igbo versus Yoruba war again on social media, just to take all of our minds off these killings in Ekiti. Pay attention, no? And then you will see them so like aggressive, angry, and they will say they are doing so because the Igbos are insulting Yoruba. The Igbos are coming to take over Yoruba land. And then you begin to ask them, where is this energy yesterday? When they killed 2 Obas in Yoruba land, they will tell you, leave Yorubas alone. We know how to resolve our problem. No, we don't. Anybody who tells you that it's none of your business that they killed Yoruba Obas, just know that person is a Tinubu ass licker. The Omo Ali that will watch Yoruba burn while Hausa Fulanis and their terrorists overrun us. They would rather watch us burn than for them to actually stand up for the Yorubas, because anything that is going to make it look like Tinubu is bad, to them, no Yorubas, even if we are dying. And that's impossible. That's the difference. So you wake up tomorrow and they will start an Igbo Yoruba war. And then you'll be like, are these not the same people that they killed their 2 kings 2 days ago? And these guys are not really mad or angry with the terrorists that did that. From nowhere now, it is now Igbo versus Yoruba again. Igbos must leave. Igbos must go. To save Yoruba land, we must make sure that no Igbo must. This is not Yoruba speaking, no. These are the Agberu Omo Alis following the drug baron Tinubu. And if you are a true-born Yoruba, if you have been deceived to believe that Tinubu represents Yoruba, before they kill you, you better kind of tell yourself the truth now. It will be so disappointing. Imagine the look on the face of one of the kings who sat in his own palace and ordered his own people to vote for APC, Tinubu. Because according to him, Tinubu will keep them safe. What do you think will be the look on his face that last moment before he gave up his breath and gave up life? When they shot him and he was there powerless. What do you think it's going to feel like? The disappointment, the sadness of dying in the hands of a Fulani terrorist, a whole king. What does that even mean? What does that tell of us? So if you have been one of those brainwashed to believe that Tinubu represents Yoruba, and you fighting their fight, Igbo versus Yoruba, thinking you are doing so in fighting for Yoruba, listen to me. Before they kill you, before you become their victim, or before somebody very close to you become their victims, you probably should tell yourself the truth, that you've been misled. You are all on your own. Yoruba, Igbo, Hausa, Fulani, Ijo, Ishekiri, TVs, and all of that, all of you. all the 250 ethnic nationalities in Nigeria, you are on your own. And like I told you, if you don't stop these criminals, they will kill us. They will. And a lot of us are going to be killed, not physically, but mentally and psychologically. And I pray that no matter how, I just have to put faith, right? So let's just kind of put our faith together now and just say this, like, no matter how bad and rough and all these things goes, that God should give me and you grace to be able to do something before we become victims. Because it's just a matter of time. I'll leave it at that. There are other few things I would like to add and all that, but I'll leave it at that. I'll open the line tonight, and I'll let us, share our views on this. I was going to tell you about Yeye Bello. Yeye Bello in Kogi now transferred the power to Olodo of Kogi. Now, Olodo of Kogi that they rigged for, right, is just like a placeholder. Because Yeye Bello had to create the office of the former governor, immediate former governor. If you are immediate former governor of Kogi State, you have an office. The Were is trying to create an office for himself so that he will be able to run away from the EFCC because they said they are looking for him. Others said that he's already served a quit notice to Gandola, that Gandola should be getting ready. He is going to be the next chairman of APC. So, Olodo that became their governor in Kogi, he reappointed Yeye Bello's commissioners and then picked up Yeye Bello's nephew, a young guy, as his chief of staff. So it's pretty much like they just swap office. Other commissioners, PASC, and the rest of them under Yeye Bello, they are still there. And no wonder, being very grateful. This is Yeye Bello's handover note. Have you seen it? I, Yeye Bello, CON of Kogi State, hereby hand over the governance and administration of Kogi State to you, Alhaji Mr. Mad, Usman Olodo. After the successful completion of my constitutional second tenure, Abibas, tenure Abibas in office, today the 27th and all that, then send his brother, his nephew. The picture on the left is Yeye Bello's nephew inside the EFCC custody. He was accused of being the one used in laundering over 3 billion Naira Kogi money. This was a coronavirus money. Oh. This young man, because he's related to Yeye Bello, is his nephew. Yeye Bello's sister's son or something. The picture on the right is that Honorable Chief of Staff to the Governor of Kogi State. Chief of Staff to the Governor of Kogi State. That's the guy on the right. So you see, he's dressed like honorable and all of that. So the one they nominated to become the deputy governor, when they sworn him in, Baba quickly had to go to the emperor, the new emperor in town, the former governor, immediate past governor, because he didn't get his own office. So here you get. The guy had to like Dobale, Baba Shegon Omodupe, Emi, Layemi, me, deputy governor. Esa, Kule. Kneel down for our leader.
Fight, His Excellency, the governor-elect, to bring the sweet smelling flavor of a wonderful flower onto the stage to be sworn in.
And that is Nigeria for you. The victims that the victims of their looting and criminality, they are also there to share them on. Who am I to now complain? Maiyegun, leave us alone. Leave Kogi alone. Don't ever call our governor Olodo. Olodo ni wono Olodo. Governor in Olodo. Wono Olodo. Ìpàdé the end of the year. Anyway, I'll leave it at that. I am going to take calls, but I'm going to go make myself a cup of tea. So, Vincent, thank you very much. I've got Baba Yemo. Thank you so much there for your own super chat and generosity too. Thanks so much, Baba. I also have here Naxi. Very kind of you. You're far too kind. I also have here Florence. Thank you so much, ma'am. If that's a name of Our Lady. And here we go. I've got Modinot Lawal. Hajia. Thank you very much, ma. God bless you and God bless everyone who has been so kind tonight. So I've got Roger or Masibro. Baba, you get mouth. Thank you very much, okay? God bless you. I'm so sorry if I miss your super chat. It's not intentional. I've got so many of that tonight. And if I have missed yours, okay, it's not intentional. And thank you so much to everyone. I am going to go make myself a cup of tea. And when I get back, I will take calls and we can have chats. And if you can just reduce that Maiyegun and all of that, if you really want to say more other things, okay, so that you don't spend too much time greeting me. I will appreciate it still, because I mean, like, there are those who are just going to call in and just say happy birthday, Maiyegun. I just want to say that to you. I'm so grateful. But yeah, the number is on your screen. I will be back in a minute. Thank you. Yes, I have switched now to the receiving call parts. But remember what I said. I still have a few people trying to send money to me on the Cash app. Stop trying. It's gonna be refunded back to your bank. Okay. So if you can use the super chat, it's great. But if you can't, try the PayPal. All right. I also have my GoFundMe. I can drop the link in the comments for those who probably will find that easier, but it's all up to you. But don't use the Cash app, please. It's just waste of time and effort. And then you'll be so disappointed. Why is it not working?
I've completely shut it. Okay. So thank you. I also have a caller, my first caller tonight. I know I've kept you waiting for a while. I hope you are still there.
No problem.
How are you, ma?
Yes, I'm still there. I'm fine. Thank you.
Great.
I'm calling to wish you happy birthday once again.
Thank you, ma.
Long life and prosperity. May Almighty God bless your new age.
Amen.
Yeah, Ọlọ́run ajé oṣù ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ọdún láyé o. Ní sáré lọ bá àwọn tó bí ẹ lágbára Ọlọ́run o. You shall celebrate 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 120.
Around that time, I will not be able to talk again. I'll probably just be like,
yeah, but you're gonna have a good health.
Amen.
With good health.
Amen.
Then you will be moving like with Agbeke, like let's go, mama. Let's go. Yeah,
you know, we'll just be these two older people that she will be the younger one trying to guide me.
But you can see them here now, the way you can see them the way they are walking here. They're always holding themselves and say, Mama, hold on. They cross the road together. So you'll be the same with Agbeke.
Amen. Amen. Thank you so much.
Agbára Ọlọ́run àwọn onísáré lọ bá wọn tó bí ẹ lágbára Èdùmàrè. Gbogbo wa báyà jọ máa jẹ fruit of that our Yoruba land. Lágbára Ọlọ́run when the time comes. Wọn ò ní gbà lẹ́yìn wa. Mo ní kí n kí ẹni once again. Yeah? You take care of yourself. Have a wonderful night. And my regards to Agbeke and the kids.
We'll get it.
God bless you, my dear. Bye.
Thank you, ma. I hope you smile. I mean, I'm so sorry if you don't understand Yoruba, right? I'm going to get so many of such calls tonight, okay? But you are going to know that if they are talking to me about my birthday, even though I would probably want us to talk about tonight, but trust my people, it might just take a lot about Maiyegun. You said it all, so I just want to say hello to you. But yeah, it feels good when you get prayed for in your own language. Have you ever kind of took time to check how it feels like when somebody begins to pray for you in Igbo or begin to pray for you in your language, your identity? It feels better. And if they are using the right word as well, you're just going to be smiling like, because our prayer feels like it's you know, when they pray for you in Yoruba, there's this belief that it's going to happen. It's going to be exactly like that. You have this feeling that, you know, it's going to happen that way. And the lady wants me to get to 100, 110, and on in good health. And the way she was describing it, I felt like, oh, okay, I want that. Because I'm somebody who is always like, I don't want to be a problem for anybody, you know. The moment I can no longer claim myself, what's the point? Why waste time and then become a burden to others? I go Charade, go rest. That means I've had enough. But there are those that believe that, no, you have good health. You will do 100. I was like, okay, I'll take it. Hello there.
Hello, my brother. How are you?
Oh, my lady, Beatrice, ma'am. How are you, ma, tonight?
I'm fine, thank you. You mistake me for someone else.
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't. That would be so embarrassing. The person would just sit down there and be like, no, Maiyegun.
No,
I'm
no,
glad I called the name anyway. But
yeah, I was the BT growth. I was not the Beatrice.
No, Otaku, so yeah. No.
But anyway. I didn't want to say my name online, my full name, but now they have it. Anyway.
I know. You're safe. It's a free, it's a safe zone. Don't worry. You have
happy birthday.
Anyway, so, yeah.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Mm-hmm. Happy birthday, child of God. Maiyegun. Happy birthday to you. May God bless your new year.
Amen.
As you wish Nigeria well, as you wish our country peace and happiness and joy, because that's what you're doing. May that joy and happiness never depart from you.
Amen. Oh.
In Jesus' name. You just want everyone to be happy in that country, but the evil ones will hate you for what you're doing. Never mind. Darkness, when light comes in, darkness can only disappear. And so one day, everything you've been working for will come through in Jesus' name.
Amen. I love that.
I wish you well. And I wish to talk about a little bit about the Obas.
What happened there in Ekiti? That would be great.
That we are
Please, ma'am.
murdered. How can, if this thing has gotten to that level, they can as well enter Asorok and kill this guy over there. They should begin to, yes, they should begin to be afraid, because it's not a joke any longer. It's not a joke. It's either everybody comes out to safeguard their own territory,
space.
So that if you see anything called Fulani, whatever they are called, before they raise hands, you cut off their head. Because if they know that where they are going to, they will also be attacked. They will stop going there.
There's no mileage. There are people there, right? They also have their own defense mechanism, and they will up to the task. They won't go there. They are cowards. They don't go to where people can defend themselves.
No. If they begin to know that, look, that place we are going, they are seriously guarded, they will begin to run as well. You understand me? So I believe that these things you're doing, this talk you're talking, is not in vain. And those people in power, their days are numbered. Because if we don't have anything to do, he who created us knows what to do. They cannot continue to suppress us, to kill us, to eat our money, to make life miserable for their fellow Nigerians. God will do something about it. I promise them. So I wish you well. I wish Agbeke,
yes, ma'am,
your wife and children.
Yes,
I wish them well, because they said behind every successful man, there must be a wonderful woman.
There must be a wonderful woman. That is so right.
So God bless her for supporting you and being with you. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. Okay. My lady. And the point is clearly made. All right. If all of us can indeed be honest and sincere with ourselves, right? The rogues who have put us in this mess, endangered our lives and all of that, they are the real enemies per se. So if I have a chance of calling your attention to the danger, and I'll also do my best to make you understand it. I mean, like people would say, I don't know how many lives information like this actually saves. But sometimes when a crime is prevented from happening, it is not really appreciated than when it happened and people feels like it could have been averted. So information is life, they will say. However, I am grateful that I'm playing my own part in that aspect, and I'm grateful that I have a lot of you who will always be there, no matter what. So the line is still pretty much open. And remember, you will need to share the broadcast if you haven't at all. So I have a caller, and I'm going to ask my caller to hang on there for me for a second, please. Okay. So let me go say thank you to Ola baby. God will bless you. Thank you so much. For your super chat. Imagine £10 now is 18,000 naira. How do you feel if you're watching me from Nigeria and you can compare the damages that these criminals have done to Nigeria? Okay, just like if you can compare them and be like, I'm gonna look at £10. £10 used to be, I think it used to be 2,500. I think 250. Now £10 is like almost 19,000 naira. £10 when £100 used to be 25,000 naira. Now £100 is like what? 180,000 naira. Almost 190,000 naira. Every time I try to kind of send money to Nigeria and they change that money, I'm like, God damn it, things have like gone. It's not about me, it's about the people who actually work and earn money in naira in that place. And then you earn the money and you realize that the value of the money has completely been, it's gone. And it's not even guaranteed that the value you have it for today is what it will be before the end of the week. It just makes you like, naturally poor because they've devalued your money. Here you guys. It's unfortunate, but I'll take this call. Hello there.
Mo fẹ́ kọ́kọ́ kọrin fún ẹ náà, Maiyegun.
Yes, ma'am.
Maiyegun general Politico, Maiyegun general, na be #1. Godfatherism, kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Maiyegun general, na be #1. Maiyegun, tó mẹ́rin tó sọ̀rọ̀ ni. Angelic ló sọ̀rọ̀.
Say that again, no? Hello, sorry, ma.
Angelic.
Wow. How are you, ma?
I'm fine, thank you.
Well,
in fact, I'm so happy. I'm so happy to see you today.
I am happy to.
So, it
was like a, everybody liked it. Oh yeah, let's go.
Me at our customer, me go God bless
you. I've been like that all day.
God bless you. You will celebrate many more years in the mighty name of Jesus. So the information it's really helping us. Ọlọ́run dẹ̀ máa sábà máa gbé ẹ sókè lórúkọ Jésù. Àní kábàámọ̀ lórí ẹ o. Àní sunkún lórí ẹ o. Àní sáré wá ẹ tì lórúkọ Jésù. The Lord will continue to favor you in the mighty name of Jesus. So my own birthday gift is, tell me when you are coming to Texas. You and your family, let me host you. That's my birthday gift for you.
I'll keep that in a wrap. Okay. So I will know that that's another. I mean, you know that pay going to be in Texas, mama.
This side,
it's just that I don't know. We already like to live. We like to celebrate in Texas.
You want to customer? We said there, sir.
Come to Texas. I would love to meet you.
Yeah, come into Texas.
Yeah, I'm gonna come to Texas. Trust me. I would have been in Texas last year. Unfortunately. Yeah.
Okay.
But don't worry. I will be in Texas. One of these days, you probably will see my picture in a shop. And they'll say, you remember that my friends I was speaking to the other day is in Texas. I will see all of you, everyone.
Please do come. We can't wait. We're gonna host you. We get the musicians to play your music from A to Z, and we're gonna rejoice with you.
That is grand, ma'am. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you. God bless you. Yeah, we will. Can you wonderful day?
Take care. He's a nice one. I mean, if you really meet Maiyegun's friends, right? They are different species, right? They are so proud of me to the point that if you hear them talk about me, if you have never heard Maiyegun before, if you have never seen me before, right? If you meet Maiyegun supporters, right? The real fans, and they are all over the place. If they are recommending Maiyegun for you, go and watch Maiyegun. You will sit down and be like, Kini, what, as in, who be that guy? Kilo special pie. I mean, you love Maiyegun, and I know it, and I'm not taking it. I have never taken it for granted. You have no idea. Here is another brother from another mother. How you doing, Tone?
Hello, Maiyegun.
How are you today?
Good evening. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
How does it feel to be on the fourth floor, to have ascended the fourth floor?
It actually feels good. And it also feels indifferent because I just came on the floor, right? So maybe when I settle down, I'll become a philosopher, so I can advise other young ones and tell them, listen, don't do that, do this.
I know when mine happened not too long ago, I was like pinching myself. Oh, see, this is how it feels to be on the
4 decades, man. And you know what we say all the time? We say we thank God that we don't look like what we have been through. 4 decades.
Yes. Exactly. Anyway, let me not waste too much time and waste your time. I'll allow others to put in their 2 cents. You see what's happening there, Maiyegun? I'm happy. If people will not arise, chances are that those people that they just bite, they were staunch supporters of Tinubu.
Ask his people in his palace and the people in his community. He told them to vote APC. Let me give you this, just for the optic, okay? Hang on. Right? I know you probably understand Yoruba as well yourself, right? And if you don't, this is not hard to tell, okay? Yeah, listen to this one.
Excellency, ibi ni bàbá ìjókòó sí. Tó sọ pé ẹ máa tẹ APC, ẹ máa tẹ APC, ẹ máa tẹ APC. It's one in the town. Excellency, ó ti ṣẹlẹ̀ báyìí. Tá mọ̀ pé Ọlọ́run àtúnṣìírí wọn. Ṣé mọ̀ pé àwọn tó ti kú, wọ́n ti tún kú báyìí. Ẹ wo gbogbo àwọn ọba Ìkọ̀lé local government tó jókòó. Ìgbà tó bá ti pa àwọn ọba, kí ni ti àwa ìpẹ́?
Did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard it. Like
what happened to us now? What will happen to us?
Yeah,
That's what she said.
Yeah, like I will say in Kolo's voice, Otidoju and saying. So it's good.
Otidoju and saying. Otidoju and saying. Otidoju and saying.
So what I'm just going to say to people in Nigeria and everywhere is, everybody should just start arming themselves, because Nigeria is rotten now. We have been taken over. You know, even there is a bigger threat. We don't even understand. Listen, in our lifetime, I don't know whether you're aware, in our lifetime, it's likely that we might experience a nuclear war. You remember in the UK, they've started warning us now that men like you and I will be conscripted into the army. You know, so there are bigger problems.
Now, once World War III starts, they're going to pick all of us and
I'm telling you, the world is crazy. We don't even know whether Kolu will even run away to France and go and hide himself from all these.
I'm not going to fight for UK. I'll break my back. I'll break my leg. I won't go anywhere. And I've said that publicly and say I'll break my leg. I'm not going to fight for UK because I'm here. And I'm not going to fight for Nigeria because we're already at war since they bombed me. I've been fighting war.
Yeah, what I'm just saying in all words is that the world has just gone crazy.
Too, because I just thought about it now. That once World War III starts, all of us don't go get like Ukraine.
I've been thinking about everywhere. No, that's what I even think. Say, even if you want to run back to Africa, to what country do you want to? We don't even have a country to go back to. We don't even have a country that will say, okay, it will be a refuge. Okay, we'll just carry our Ghana must go back and just go back to Africa. What country? When we go back to our country that we call our home and all that, it's all messed up. You know, so right now we just have to start. And anybody that's thinking that is through dialogue, forget it. We are not giving anybody no
negotiation, no nothing.
No negotiation. You're not going anywhere because it suits them perfectly for us to be together so that they will be, be raping us, be killing us, be murdering us, be lying to us. And one thing that I don't know whether you noticed, they've coined up, these APC people, they are so cunning. They've coined up a new thing now. What now? They are addressing Tinubu as father of the nation. And I want to publicly say it. Tinubu is not my father. He would never be.
Which nation?
No, that's a new thing that they are coining now.
I've been hearing them call him father of the nation.
Yeah. And there's going to be a problem because now they are alleging that air crash that happened last time, that plane was shot down. I watched the interview. Now the North are accusing some people in the Nigerian Air Force that they know about it, and those are senior Yoruba officers. So Maiyegun, it's going to get messier and messier. They're going to start. They will be exposing themselves. A lot of exposure will be coming up every week. We'll be experiencing one exposure or the other. But it's all good.
The thing everybody should be aware of is that should understand is the fact that nobody can claim ignorance. Well, maybe some people can claim ignorance, right? But a lot of us cannot claim ignorance. That I didn't know, because you do know, and now that you do know, are you still living in denial? That's the question I always ask people. Like, you cannot pretend not to know when you know. What that means is that you are living in denial. Do you want to become a victim before you know? Or say that you do know? See, Tone, thank you so much, Baba. Day by day, bit by bit, I'm getting to that point where we will make that thing happen now in a much independent, organized place, okay? Day by day, if you know what I mean, right? We will talk.
Amen.
You have a good one, okay?
Bye-bye.
Now, if you are still watching this broadcast, do me that favor, and if you haven't liked the broadcast, please like it. And 1 second, I have a caller. I want to say a quick thank you. Obi, Thank you very much for your super chat. Sincerely, I couldn't miss that for anything. Okay, thank you so much. And then I've got Debedero. That's some classy name. If I am not pronouncing it as Yoruba when it is actually not Yoruba name, but to me it's sort of read Debedero, reach there, get peace. That's what it means in English, right? But thank you so much too for your own generosity. And my people have been generous tonight, like seriously generous. And I'm so thankful to every one of you. I have unpredictable DJ Alex. God bless you, DJ, for this and your message as well. Your new year is blessed, Maiyegun. Amen. Thank you. You are special, especially because you had literally left a legacy. Wow. Thank you. History will remember you, and happy birthday. Thank you. Posterity will remember all of us as well. So let's take this. Hello there. Hello, ma.
Hey, yeah, my dearest great Maiyegun. God bless you. God bless you. Ọlọ́run àánú, Ọlọ́run lánàá, Ọlọ́run lónìí, Ọlọ́run tí ò yí gbà padà kò change rè. Á wà pẹ̀lú ẹ lọ́jọ́ kọjọ́. You are blessed and highly favored from generations to generations. They will be calling your family blessed. I'm so proud of your generation. I'm so proud of you because you know, I'm so sorry. I'm Igbo, Yoruba everywhere, but I am just grateful. Do you understand me? That you guys will do great and mighty things.
Amen.
You are blessed, you guys, though. I'm so grateful because well, I just want to keep quiet because it's your day today.
Trouble.
Your
generation is a generation of sit down there. I say,
exactly.
I don't want to, it's okay. It must be a good thing if they say we should sit down. But it was too late before
we
all
love
of
them.
Became rebels.
I know you guys love us. I know you've accepted us.
Yes, we do.
But you see, God will shame us in a way that we will know it's not about us, it's about everybody.
That is right.
God will shame us. He will shame all the others. He will shame we. Even in our late 50s, 60s, God will shame us that it's not about you, that is about you guys, the next generation. I'm so blessed. So I post you all the time. I talk about you to everybody. The best is yet to come, Maiyegun. Just keep on doing what you are doing.
I will.
You know, when you give you that's
right.
You know, we have failed you guys because we don't know who we are. Because Tinubunomic tó bá mẹ́ni tó jẹ́ ni kò ní jẹ́ fool ilé ayé mọ́. He has been given so much that he was supposed to repent. Even the pastors and all of them. When God will honor you guys, they will look back and say, what did I do? How did I get it wrong? Because they are dusty people. Honestly. They are vanity people. Honestly. They don't know many You will not be ready to destroy everybody. Just for you to say, now. Time will tell. And God will honor you guys in their lifetime.
Amen.
God will honor. I don't know, but he has told me he will do it and he will do it. My name is Udoka Udoju, and I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you.
Too, Mom.
You know, I had 3 children for your Abekuta and but I'm proud of you all. I'm proud. Thank you. Thank you
so much as well for all
you are
the
blessed
support,
and
right?
favor. Thank you.
You
mean so much to us. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mom.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. Okay. The other day I was in London, invited by Prince Jejeman, and then the Yoruba Nation, campaigners. They had this. I think you saw me there. We had this video shoot and all that, and it was time for them to take me for. I think it was for dinner. So we had to walk from place where we're shooting the video to a place we could eat. And, you know, it was in the area of Peckham. And I started hearing people or seeing people shouting my name inside bus, you know, where people are like, they're like, you know, chopping the window of a bus. Quack, 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 and you're like, Maiyegun, 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 Maiyegun. And I was like, then we walked straight down to a place to eat. And as we walked in, me and everybody like were like, you know, and then I just saw this amazing man and his wife. They were having their own dinner too, like, you know, they're having their dinner there. And this man just jumped up and he didn't give a damn in the world. He just charged at me. Is this you? Can I touch you? I said, it's me. And then he said, you have no idea what you are doing and how many people that you speak to straight to their hearts and they take what you say to heart because you are an honest person, a very sincere person. I won't forget those encounters. I've had many. Well, in the UK, I've had a lot. I could say that whatever I do on my platform, there are people's lives that are involved. Honestly speaking, that's why I said every word that comes out of my mouth are coming straight from my own heart. If I say them and they come out wrongly or somehow to you, if I have to say sorry to you, if the way you feel, it's not because of what I say, it's just how you feel. I have no regret of anything that comes out of my mouth because I believe that they are coming from my heart and carefully. They have been carefully, sort of filtered before they finally come out and I say them out. Once I say them out, I have no regret on what I say because I do know the originality of these words and what it means to those who are actually the truth seekers, not people who want to live in this, you know, fake world of denial. So I know the value. People have told me to my face. And because of that, I am sort of compelled to even do it more. Do it more in a way that every hour, every minute you spend with me is worth it. It's not something you're going to watch and then walk away and be like, I just wasted my time. You know what I mean? So I do appreciate everybody who has a chance of saying it to my face. And then to those who probably will send it as messages and all that, and to those I can't really say it back to and tell you that your words keeps me going. Your assurances, your support, and the rest of them keeps me going, which means I'm doing something right. And if 1, 2, 3 people says what you're doing is so right, and it is, in fact, life impacting, the least I could do is to give the best that will always make it worth it. And I'm happy. I've got all of you with me. Now, sorry, I don't know if this my caller is still there. Do I still have you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh,
I'm here.
How are you tonight,
waiting
ma'am?
patiently.
So sorry.
Yeah. Good evening. Happy birthday, my good general.
Yes.
The OGMOG.
That is me. I know it's, you know, it's the time when I have to feel like, yeah, that's me. That you walk like that, you get some headband. I know.
Exactly. And the mother to one, great. Happy birthday. You
So
need
to
celebrate many
like,
more.
You know.
Yeah, exactly. You're going to celebrate many decades in good health.
Amen.
Happiness, joy, all good things are yours by the special grace of God. Ow! Ẹ̀mí yẹn ṣọ̀pẹ́ ò lágbára Olúwa pẹ̀lú ìdùnnú àtayọ̀ àti gbogbo ire pátápátá lágbára Olúwa. What you're doing, it takes someone with good heart to do it. It's because you have a pure, good heart. That is why you're doing this. You're doing it conveniently. You're so comfortable doing it. It's not like you're not struggling.
Like I'm not forcing it.
Because
and they will say, kill me. They saw you buy. When you force it, they can force you. And you go, grandma, you know?
You're not forcing it. You're not like, you're just doing it like ease. Because that is you. Because you have a very good heart. You have a pure heart. That is it. You're not doing it for yourself. You're doing it for everyone. You know, we really thank you. I'm taking this opportunity. Today is your day.
Yes,
Every day is your day, but today is more special. Yes. So I'm taking this opportunity to say thank you, thank you, thank you. Every bit people are doing for you, you deserve it. You deserve it more. You deserve more than that. You know. So let me quickly, because of people coming in. Yeah. Let me quickly say this. Did you hear about this Galada or whatever they're calling it in Abuja? How they are kidnapping kids.
Well, I didn't see. I haven't really gone through the whole detail, but I just saw that briefly this evening, right? Yeah. And I was like, there are just too many. Yeah. They even killed. See, they arrested 3 Fulanis that killed a pastor in Ogbomoso.
Not that one on the street, oh. Not that one, oh. Not that one. Not the one they're doing on the major road.
No, okay, a new one.
Hello, not that one. Not that one. I know Guajalada also in what is it called? Abuja. Yeah, yeah. They kidnapped. They said within short period they already kidnapped 28 kids. I mean kids, not children. You know, like 2 years,
very you know, like underage kids, like that.
2, 4 years, and you know, I'm talking of kids. They like kidnap them, take them away. You know, so you know, honestly, that country is finished. The country is finished.
We'll say, where did they kidnap you? Where were you going? That would be like, okay, you were traveling, but you know the level of kidnapping now, right? You don't even need to leave your house. You don't need to leave your house.
Yeah,
your house.
You don't need to take you. That's what they're doing in Abuja. They go in, kidnap them, take them, even during the day. It doesn't really matter.
Not even in the night
it doesn't, not even in the night, not in the middle of the night, nothing like that. Just during the day, they're working and kidnap them. You understand? So this is happening. But you know what? Let me quickly say this. People don't know the right time to strike in Nigeria. This is the time for them to strike. They killed 2 Yorubas in Yoruba land. Now they don't take that one as opportunity to say this is enough, it's enough. Like what that woman said. If they could like kill 2 Yorubas, so what are we talking about? So what else?
So
what else? What are the people waiting for?
Who am I? Who are you? Who is us?
So I don't know why people don't
in Yoruba land.
Yes, in Yoruba land. So what are the people waiting for? Why can't they just go on the street, protest? This is enough. So this is the time for them to strike. But they're not doing so. They are there. Yoruba people, they're just there. They're still doing parties. They're still out there. They're still there. They pretend as if everything is going on well. You know, this is annoying. People, I'm not coming up because
do you know what is really sad?
Yes, sir.
You see, you and I are talking about these kings that they killed today now, right? And we are reacting and we're like, why? This is impossible. This shouldn't be happening and all of that stuff.
Yes.
In the next few days, we are going to get another news.
Yes.
And guess what? We're still going to come back here and be like, So it happens every day. And like you said, there's no better time for people to strike.
Exactly. It's getting worse. Can't they see? We've been saying this thing for long. You come here, you say this and that. This is what is happening. Blah blah blah. Everything and it's getting worse every day. It's increasing. It's everything. It's just. Honestly, I don't know. Well, thank you so much. Let me leave the phone for others.
You know what kind of gives me joy? You know what gives me joy today?
Yes.
That when people say we are just talking, we are just talking. I say, well, thank you for at least acknowledging that we are just talking, But what really gladdens my heart is that a lot of you who can talk about Nigeria with enough conviction, and you will be right today, 5-6 years ago, right? You will take what these criminals are saying to you, hook, line, and sinker, even if you have your doubts. But today you don't have doubt anymore. You know exactly what is going on. That is some improvement.
Exactly.
And if the number gets to this point where we can actually move them, which we will do soon, We will do it. So I am so kind of I'm like, we are making progress.
Yeah.
A lot of people understand this
Exactly.
better.
Exactly.
They are no longer confused.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you can no longer lie to them.
Yeah.
They now ask right questions.
Yeah.
See, my sister, it's just a matter of time before this whole thing will collapse.
Exactly.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
God bless you.
And you too.
Enjoy the rest of the day, of the evening. I'm so happy for you. Thank you. God bless you.
You've made my night.
My regards to the family.
I know.
Thank you. Bye bye. Yeah, bye. Bye.
Yes, ma'am.
Bye.
So I have another call on the line, and I want to quickly say thank you to this my super chatters before I continue with this. My caller, please, 1 second there. Sorry, ma'am. Oh, sir. I have unpredictable DJ. I probably, here we have another. I've got the Agba man. The Agba man. I've not seen you in ages. I'm glad that I could read from you tonight. Thank you so much. Happy birthday, Maiyegun. You continue to be a gift to the people. You will always speak the truth and never be gagged. Never. And fire on. I will. Thank you so much. So much. Oh, more. People have been so over generous tonight, I have to say. Okay. So I've got Suzanne Oyeleye, my lady. Thank you very much as well. I'm so grateful. Thank you so much for the super chats. I also have here first, second. Now that is massive. Now you said, Maiyegun, very daddy GO of the temple. Yes, sir. I'm a faithful listener and Templar of yours since 2019. You've helped me understood a lot about Nigeria, Africa in general. I've even improved my Yoruba, and I'm not even Nigerian. Really? Happy birthday from your brother in okay. First, second, is that Cameroonian flag? Or oh dear. Okay. Thank you anyway. Right? My brother from another mother, my Pan-Africanist brother, who has been a Templar for the past 5 years. Wow. Thank you so much right there. I really appreciate that. So I have another caller on the line that's has been waiting. How are you there?
Hello.
Great. I was going to say how are you, sir? And I'm like, no, I've been lucky with ladies tonight, so I'm not going to jinx it. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
How are you doing tonight, ma?
Not bad. Thank you very much.
You're so welcome.
Happy birthday, Maiyegun.
Thank you.
If only you know.
Yes.
If only you know you have taken us on stage, myself and my husband in this house.
Really?
How much we rush in to watch Maiyegun.
Now, you know what usually happen between couples, yeah? You know what usually happen between couples, man, right?
I know.
It's usually the men that would then bring the women. So who brought who?
I am the one that brought my husband. I was the one that introduced him tonight.
That means that he's gonna be a lifetime fan. When
the
women bring men,
overtaking me.
God bless you. I like that. Thank you so much.
It's the one, and we love you very much.
Thank you, ma'am.
You have stopped me reading, listening to news. My husband loves news so much. But because of you, we have stopped doing that. We get all the news from you anyway. About
the most important news is the news that that helps us. And you got that from me.
You got it from you. And we are very pleased with you. May God bless you.
Amen.
Happy birthday. May you live long than your parents.
Amen.
You will celebrate more and more.
Amen.
Let me go back to Yoruba now. Now sing for
yes,
you.
ma'am.
Maiyegun nikunewe dandan wadagba wadarugbo dandan. Mi á ṣe púpọ̀ ẹ̀ láyé. Ọlọ́run á dá mọ̀ sí. Á dàgbà. Inú á dùn. Kò ní kábàámọ̀. You live long. I'm so happy for you.
Thank you, ma.
Peace of mind, joy, happiness, and every other thing that your heart desire in abundance.
Amen. Thank you, ma. Thank you so much. And you have to say me well to daddy too. Tell him I said hi. if he's not in tonight, you know, just say I said hello.
He's laughing his head off.
Is he laughing off, right? So I would probably just let him.
I am a first-time caller. You will never believe I've been with you since the week you started.
Wow.
The week you started in that kitchen.
In that kitchen.
You remember?
You know something, man, right? Now, all of you who watched me started in the kitchen ranting, and some of you just be like, now you are all going to join me to open the door of a beautiful office in Glasgow. Do you still the same thing?
I will be very happy to come around.
You are going to be invited too.
I will. Yes. Invite me and I'll come round.
See, wait when I started printing invitations.
I am one of your number one fans. I'm your number one.
And I would love to see you in person enough that you can actually hold me and say, Maiyegun. I don't know, but I am, you know. Thank you, ma.
All right, thank you so much. Good night.
Yes, ma. So send me well to the old man, okay? Say hello, sir. Thank you, ma. God bless you. Now that's a good one there. I know a lot of people who are going to come around. That's why I said I want to be available now. This whole thing should be beyond just the social media or us just running into ourselves. There is so much that I believe can happen through me and so many other great minds that I'm going to still probably have to work with. We need to make all these things happen beyond just asking others to get ready. We too have to make ourselves available. So yes, I'm going to meet a lot of people. I'm going to meet my friends in the US, Texas. Taboo. You know that the reason why I don't want to probably let everybody know this, my uncle in the US, in Texas, is that he's a socialite himself. Like he's like Taboo. So I don't just know if he's still up for that, to be seen and say, Maiyegun, Uncle Maiyegun, call me Uncle Maiyegun, you know, that stuff. But I'm going to ask him. Okay, so I have an uncle in Texas, a very wonderful man like that, like, you know. So yes, I will be all over the world. I will be all over the place, and I'm already putting all of that in motion right now. I want to see the world, and I want to see it with you, all of you. You get that? Thank you. So here, I think I have another caller. Our time is coming closer and closer to an end, but my caller, listen. Let me quickly say thank you to this, my other super chatter, before I take another one. So I've got a Royal Treats Forever Events. Royal Treats, he said, happy birthday to you. Thank you. Long life and prosperity. May Almighty Allah perfect all that concerns you and your family. Amen. Oh, thank you so much right there. So my caller, hello.
Good evening.
Oh, good evening, sir. How are you?
Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
May all your dreams come true as well.
Amen, Baba. Thank you so much.
I'm sorry to say this is a very sad night for me, because as I was watching your program, I had a message from a very good friend who told me their brother's younger sister was one of the people who was kidnapped in Ekiti.
Oh dear. You know? So you've been able to kind of so this one is going to hit home then? This one has hit close to home.
As I'm watching your program now, I've just got a message. I wish I could forward you the message so you can see it. You know, it is heartbroken.
So they are still pretty much like waiting, or have they?
Well, they've asked for they've asked for 5 million Naira ransom for one of the people who's been kidnapped. So
5 million.
These are people who barely could eat.
Sorry, man. I'm so sorry, man. Now you see what I mean? Like, you know, none of us is really safe, and it could be so close to home that a lot of us could be raising money for ransom.
I cannot even answer the message. How do I answer a message like this? You know, Nigeria.
I dread that time when I'm going to be called and said, hello. I just want to tell you that social person has been kidnapped. I dread that message every day. And I know I'm not alone. There are so many people.
I have been trying to get through to you for so many years, and this is the first time in God knows.
On tonight, sir. So sorry.
Nigeria. I've just come back from Nigeria. People don't realize the actual damage Nigeria is going through right now. It's damaged. It's to forget about anything. It is completely damaged. You know, It's sad. Because I went to Nigeria when Nigeria was, for instance, in 1984. I went to Nigeria in 1984 because I was born here, but I was one of the children who they took us back to Nigeria to do our secondary school, me and my brother.
Nigeria was going to be better than UK anyway.
Yeah,
so,
it was better than the UK. And in my class, because I grew up in a military home, in my class, I can tell you, in that same class that I was in my secondary school, you had children who were like the major generals of Nigeria those days. In that same class, you had people who we call Korofo, where their father had no rank. In that same class, you had people that, you had people who were born
the son of the high mighty and the
everybody
son of the
in the
low,
same
and everybody
school.
just coexist there.
Could you imagine something like that happening now?
I don't think so too.
Never. So it's a shame that these bastards have left this country in the state it is now. Most of them went to school in Nigeria. Is this how Nigeria was? These people who are now politicians today, most of them went to school in Nigeria.
They did.
I could name you so many good schools in Lagos, St. Frimpers, St. Gregory's, Baptist Academy, Igbobi College, Zone 1 and 2. It was so great to be in Nigeria then. I came here on holiday. Nobody wants to come and live in the UK or live anywhere else. Nigeria was fun. My father used to give me 10 Naira. And that 10 Naira, I was the champion in my class. 10 Naira.
10 Naira.
10
See,
Naira.
when I was a little boy and they used to give me 5 Naira.
Okay.
I mean, I still could remember how that feels until the money started reducing and couldn't buy me anything anymore. I remember that too. So if you were earning 10 Naira as a student, I mean, as a school child then, sir.
Exactly. Secondary school.
Imagine.
Okay.
That's
I could take three people on break. I said, follow me, let's go on break. 3 people. And we eat to go to Nigeria because my mother is now retired and gone back to Nigeria. So I go to Nigeria for the last 10 years, every year, apart from the Corona year. So I just came back after 2 months. It's so sad. When I'm telling people in Nigeria how Nigeria used to be, they don't understand. They look at me like, well, am I speaking French? This same Nigeria that people are now doing whatever they want. The same Nigeria. It's so sad to see. The young women are now turning into prostitutes. You go to all the, and they're getting younger. They're getting younger because I go every year and I see the decrease in the human life. Every year it's different. It's getting worse and worse. I go there now and I see 16, 17-year-old girls outside all these ShopRites and all these places waiting for anybody to pick them up. It's so sad. They have destroyed that country. I don't even know how they can make it better. I don't know.
They destroyed
They have destroyed it.
And a lot of people don't even understand the word
They don't. They don't.
Of lives.
They have.
Lives that will never mean anything.
Okay. There's a generation who will not know any better.
They had nothing. And they were intentionally created.
Nothing. And it's not about Igbo, Yoruba, or Hausa or anything like that. Nothing. It's just human beings. And when you look at it, it's so sad. Sad. Imagine I'm watching your program now and I get a text on my phone to tell me that, somebody I know, the younger brother's wife has been kidnapped.
Like how do they expect you to even respond?
I can't.
Imagine the feeling like, say, God damn it, man.
It's so sad.
Damn. Like,
it's so
what is the situation now? And that is what people are subjected to every day. Even Syria, where they fought war or fighting war, people are not dying like that every day. As those who call themselves elder statesmen in Nigeria, they continue to keep quiet in a way that they begin to
they're the worst.
Does anybody really care about Nigeria?
Okay. I'm talking to a woman
that have been benefited from Nigeria.
Okay. I'm talking to a woman in my mother's estate.
Right.
This older woman. So we're just talking general talk, and I was explaining, as I'm talking to you now, I'm talking to her. You know what she said?
What?
After I was telling her, look at this, how could you allow this rogue? You knew what he did to Lagos State. He practically is taking over the island. But when you go here, they say, this one belongs to Tinubu. He's literally taking over Lagos. So I was telling this woman, could you know how the woman answered me back?
How?
Because is Obi any better? So you can see the mindset of people there. You can see what is completely wrong. But rather than actually face what is wrong, you divert the attention to somebody completely different. That was her answer.
You did not
She's
want
telling
to
me
be. Now
would
the
Obi
person you
do any
wanted
better?
is not providing this for you, and then you turn around and say, "She Obi would do anything better." He won't do anything better now. I was like, is that the way to kind of console
No,
yourself?
that's the way. And these are Yoruba. This is a Yoruba woman, older woman, older generation. And I now reminded her that when you were young, is this how Nigeria? You know what I mean? Because I'm a lot younger than you. So how was it in your time? You know? Do you remember? Then she was telling me all these things. Oh, UCH in Ibadan was one of the best hospitals in the world. But she would tell me the history of how Nigeria is, but she was still not, her mindset is just, it's a shame. It's a big, big shame. It is
what it is, and we hope that if we can't help those ones who are like older because they're like already dry fish, right? We should do our best and save those who are still younger, that they are already working on brainwashing, turning them into ethnic bigots, tribal jingoists, and all of that. After they failed, they want the generation coming after them to also fail. That is by preaching hatred and all of that. So maybe if we can save those elderly ones that can't be saved, we should keep working on the younger ones that they are doing everything to make sure they ruin and destroy their future. And those ones, they are happy for their future to be destroyed by this. So maybe we should keep working on those ones.
That's because the older ones are gone. They're just, there's no point. There's no point. They're settled there. Imagine I'm talking to somebody who is actually older than me, and she grew up in a Nigeria that was not like this, but her mindset is still like this one, that one. So they're gone. The younger ones, as you well said, are the ones that you need to target, because right now they're destroying them. They are, especially the young girls. Those girls are just like prey outside. I'm just looking at that. Anybody can just come up to them, offer them any amount of money, and take them to do anything they want. Who are you reporting?
You wanted to do with them?
Who are you reporting?
We used to think that those who are like higher institution students who are poor and they needed to kind of fund their education went into prostitution and all of that. These days they don't even need to be in any school. They don't even have to go to any school. They just need to be old enough. Okay. Some of them have been sexually assaulted, abused at a very, very young age.
Damaged.
You look at them and your heart breaks and say, man, why is this country doing this to our younger generation? Why?
Well, I think they want them like that. They don't want a lot of people to go to school as well, because they understand that if you go to school, you have a bit more of knowledge of what really goes on in Nigeria, because a lot of people don't really know the actual impact and the depth of what the destruction they've actually done. They don't. They just live their life. As long as they're all right, they don't care about anybody else. It's everybody for themselves. It's everybody for themselves. Every time I go to Nigeria, I cry. I tell them that Nigeria is paradise. They look at me like I'm talking rubbish. I say, you don't even know. This place is paradise. They've actually twisted it around to the extent where you think, you have to sell your land, sell everything you have, then you have to go to another country and try and make a living. No.
Nigerians are spending 30 million, 40 million to leave Nigeria. And the leaders in Nigeria don't see, they can't see that desperation. What could make an average Nigerian who has a job, but he doesn't want to lose everything, to sell his property, sell this, sell that, just to leave Nigeria? They are not concerned.
No, they're not. They're not. And they're never going to be concerned. Not this set of politicians here. I don't know what devil is inside of them. Because you can see
it is the type that we can't even describe, honestly.
Kids on the street hawking things. Hawking. The 9-year-old selling pure water, who should be in school. Some of them get killed. But as they're running around trying to hawk from here to, you see them get knocked over and they just drag their body to one side and the next one comes again.
Honestly.
Oh, God.
What kind of a country is that? What kind of a country will now see its future being destroyed?
Imagine.
Not educated, not trained, not empowered for anything. They are just there. And they are there in a void. They have no sense of direction or nothing. But the numbers is what the politicians want to keep. Everything else is none of theirs. How could anybody call that a country that
it's
they are
not
comfortable with? And that's my own problem. Anyway.
Then if you ask any Nigerians, why is it like this? They pray that they get there themselves. So they, that's their prayer. Say, God, make me do my own like that as well. So
I get themselves, take care of my own family.
Yeah, that's it. They don't see anything wrong. But it's a pleasure talking to you, though.
It has been the mine as well. Likewise. Thank you so much, sir. For being part of this too. Okay. I am going to hang my boots.
You're doing a very, very great job. So I've been following you for years and years. You're like a drug to me. If I don't watch you,
yes,
I go and watch. I make sure I go on YouTube and watch the show I missed. So I make sure that.
You know what's coming now? You know what's coming now, right? A lot of people have complained about my videos are so long because I record them like live. Now I'm going to be picking topics that I'm going to actually be speaking to all of us in a different way. Messages that are short and concise and straight to it. And a lot of you are going to give me the feedback later. You will have varieties now. So you know what? Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure. And have a great day. Have a blessed day. It's your day.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much for being part of
it. Have a nice day.
You have a good one, sir. Good one. So this is where we're going to draw the curtains, okay? I know a lot of people who still want to be part of this tonight, and I would have loved you to be part of it, but we've had fun today. We've been able to kind of catch up on things happening. And thank you so much, Jachuk, so Bibweze. Thank you so much, oh. I have here the one I took out, which is the Royal Treatment Forever event. Amazing. Thank you so much for your generosity. And yes, Jachuk's Obibweze. I also have here, I don't want to miss yours, okay? Tunlashe Olowo Idera. People have beautiful names, oh, seriously. Olowo Idera. The one with the wealth. No, I'm gonna Idera. Idera means like comfort. All right. Olowo Idera. The one who is wealthy with comfort. Thank you so much. I love that. Thank you very much, and God bless you. From wherever you all decided to bless my evening with all your generosity. My time is so up. And yes, I am 40 now. And please, that doesn't mean that you should always remind me. Maiyegun eti dagba. Maiyegun, you see, Maiyegun, hello Maiyegun, sorry sir. Ewo ni sir we gone. Like Maiyegun eti dagba, agbalagba, agbantara. You are now getting older. Don't, you cannot be doing this. Stop reminding me. All right? And I'm going to do my best to make sure that, now you're going to ask me, say, hello, Maiyegun, did you not say you are like 40? I say, yeah, I'm 40. So, how come you are looking like 18? And I'll just start doing 18th birthday. Every year, 18th. Every year, 18. But I'm grateful to everybody in my life. And I'm grateful, I'm so grateful for, the opportunity I've been given. And I believe that when life gives me a chance like this is just giving me an opportunity to correct what I couldn't do yesterday. Because I may not have an opportunity to do them tomorrow. Same thing should apply to our lives, okay? Live moderately, live contentedly, okay? Be contented. And then if possible, if you are like me, try and live for others too, okay? So I will see you some other time, but I seems to still have, Tina, thank you, Tina, okay, for your own super chat as well. And to everyone else, thank you. Remember, you can still like my broadcast before you go to bed. Okay, tomorrow is another day. And yes, you all have a wonderful evening. Good night.
Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun #1. Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun #1. Maiyegun ti dé o, ọ̀rẹ́ ará ìlú. Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun #1. Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube. Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun #1. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Maiyegun já wa sí. Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun #1. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun #1. Bó bá ṣe eré àní Maiyegun máa wí. Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun #1. Ó sì tún ṣe gbọ́rọ̀ Maiyegun Diary na ibi number one. Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o. Maiyegun Diary na ibi number one. Àní Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Maiyegun Diary na ibi number one. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Ijó ìgbádìyẹ. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Presido bá rúfin o. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Kí gómìnà kówó jẹ. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọlọ́pàá ti ń darí bá. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Òwúrọ̀ olóṣèlú. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o. Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀. Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkanṣá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní má ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran. Kì máa yí ṣeré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣeré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o, ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran. Tẹnitẹni ọmọ Maiyegun ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́run ṣọ́ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù. Lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù. Bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. Èèpo ọ̀bọ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́, ó ti dọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ bùyà. Àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o, ó kó ẹni tó bá dán o àkàmù. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì o. Ẹni bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súra kí ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.